Oh shit! You were going kind of long with that, bro. I was like, damn. Normally you kind of quick, but I was like,
dude, I had to explain everything to you at some point too. But guess what? We are talking live right now.
One time, you have to explain it every week to him.
He listens in, man. He listens in. Skip this ad right here. Let's see what's going on. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Welcome to the next pregame. Yo, guys, are you excited for this show right now? I know I am. Yo,
always.
Mega acted a fool behind the scenes, by the way, as well. I just throw that out.
Oh, he hasn't stopped. He's gonna keep going. Trust me. He's not. He's just starting.
Right now.
Oh, what is that?
Okay. Oh, who doesn't have it on mute?
I got it on mute now.
Oh, was it K Mega this time?
That was me.
Oh,
he actually he
go ahead and hit that gong.
I can't hit the gong
guys,
myself.
I want to warn everybody in the chat. Yo, Mega, yeah, he's got a hold of the special effects, the sound effects and stuff. So I have no idea what he's gonna do tonight. I'm just throwing it out there. This dude is in a rare mood right now. But yo, I'm in a crazy mood just for the announcement.
You're taking too long. Okay, here we go.
So what would you like to talk about, Mega?
No, I'm just fucking with y'all. Go ahead, man. Let's do a thing. I'm just having a good time, man. It's a good Saturday. It's a gloomy, rainy, cold ass day out here. I don't know. It just
you want to talk cold? Come up here to Connecticut, man.
We got 4 inches of rain. We got 4 inches of rain here today, and it never rains here.
It's 18 degrees where I'm at.
18 degrees. It's what is that
in metric?
18 degrees, boy.
Well, it's been raining all day. I don't know how many inches it's been, but it's cold as hell out here.
It might be cold where you guys are at, but Twitter was on fire today with the whole PlayStation experience. Oh my goodness!
Nice.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna get into that one, ain't we?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh man,
we're gonna have different opinions up in this piece too.
Dude. I wouldn't have it any other way, man. Like, I saw something going on with the experience that, once we start the show, I'm going to talk about. But there was an undertone there that I don't see a lot of people talking about, and I can't wait to get into it with you guys, yo.
No doubt.
Where's old Snaps?
Oh, Snaps, she is dealing with a work problem right now. She's in the other room. Something about certain money missing from the register and whatnot. So she will be a little bit late, but she, if she finds out that there's somebody deliberately responsible, she's going to throw down that Oh Snaps hammer, and I feel bad for them. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably a PlayStation fan.
Damn, yo.
Trying to get that pro.
Oh, you're trying to get that thumbs down right out of the way. Oh, we already got it. Perfect.
Yeah. I will be taking care of the
we got a thumbs down.
entertainment noise today. And we'll put Bot on a timer because sometimes he tends to go a little long.
Dude, what are you talking? I am the moderator, man. I'm supposed to set the tone and the speed of the show. No, see, dude, I just started talking.
Is what he's gonna do.
He just started talking to the time went on.
Oh no, yo, Remiix, are you sure?
Good time anytime Bot talks.
I was gonna say, Remiix, are you sure you want to be the special guest tonight? I'm just saying, this is the last chance. You could back out now.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool.
All right.
Oh, yo, you should have been playing that sound when freaking Zaire was whooping your ass in DOA last night, yo.
Are you kidding me? You gonna get me triggered. Man, it's been times I was busted here.
Dude, everybody's saying it, man. I was talking to Crap. Crap was saying it. Like, we're all saying it, man.
Because people love kissing. I got a new name for next gen. It'll be coming out here today. I'm going to let everybody know because I like giving people names, right? So that's just like my new little thing. So, yes, Zaire's going to get a new name today. And yeah, you just go to the live stream and you see it for your damn self. I had him crying like a girl.
Oh,
Now, he did beat me in NBA 2K, by 1 damn point, but he picked the Cleveland Cavaliers. I was playing with my Oklahoma City Thunder, and this is what was so sad about it. His ass is not even from Cleveland. I'm like, what the hell is this?
You told him you were supposed to have the Nets, man.
Yeah, you supposed to get those Brooklyn Nets, son. But no, you know what I'm saying?
Get with the sky blue Nets jersey, yo. What?
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, but he beat me by 1 point. So yeah, but we'll be getting it in. That was a really fun live stream, man. I'm definitely gonna do more of those.
Nice.
I can't wait. Yeah, because it was lit.
Yo, Skint Eastwood, ask everybody what's up, what's going on. We got Skint,
what's up?
We got Skint in the chat.
What's good, Skint?
Our boy Remiix, man.
He said the other day, Skint, the PSX was today.
Yo, Remiix, man, he's acting like, he's a professional already. He's hitting up the chat. He's with us here in the hangout, man. Dude, you are
I don't
natural.
know about that.
You're natural at this, dude. I could tell already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we have
thank you for
been
the
blessed.
compliments.
We have been blessed by the Xbox Pope. Xbox Pope is in the building. What's going on, Tom? Yo,
Hey.
good to see you, man.
Me and Pope are going to work on a controller for K Mega. It has nothing but A buttons on it.
Wow.
It's going to be awesome.
You know what?
It's his fight stick.
I see that I'm getting all types of hell on all sides. I don't even know who is on K Mega's team right now. I just get so much hate. Anyway, shout out to Bam Bam's. I don't know what the hell he's got going on with KI. Simple, crazy, whooping my ass on a daily with that game, man. He was killing me. He whooped me
Bam
so
Bam's
bad.
good, but I almost beat him. So what's going on there?
He whooped me so bad at KI that I forgot how to play. That's how bad he whooped me.
With KI, it's a little bit harder to just spam the A button.
Oh,
that's right. That's
God.
exactly how it is.
Yeah.
You know they got auto combos on there though. That's probably what he was using.
Probably. I don't do that. I do it the hard way. But I got my ass whooped for it. I tell you that. But Bam,
that's called the wrong way, K Mega. What are you talking about?
Okay.
That game's all about combos.
Anyway, tonight I'm finna be going in with some more YouTubers, and they finally gonna come into the real fighting genre of the best fighting.
Marvel's
game.
Capcom ain't gonna be ready on Xbox until March.
Tekken Tag tonight. I will be doing it. Hopefully somebody will be streaming. If not, maybe I need to try to stream it so I can start.
Is that on back to Pat?
Yeah.
Is it really?
It was free also. The game was free.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Nice, Pope. Thank you, Pope. I appreciate it. But you know,
The Tekken Tag on the Xbox backwards compatible when it came out, they gave the game away for free.
Yeah.
Oh, so probably not free right now, huh? Is what you're saying?
No, it's not free.
I'm about to say I'm not sure. No, about it.
All right, guys. Well,
yeah.
We've gone into the pregame and stuff like that. I'm really excited to get into the show. So I don't know. You guys ready to check out the intro?
Yeah, let's do this.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go, guys.
Hold up.
What's going on, people, and welcome to the 29th episode of the Next Podcast. And guys, this is a huge show tonight. Not only are we going to be talking about the VGAs and stuff, which, you know, a lot of people have been talking about for a couple days now, but we're also going to get into the PlayStation experience, which dropped today. I went in and I watched it for its hour-long showing. They showed some craziness, man, and I'm really excited to get in here and to talk to this panel of misfits about it. But guys, we do have a special guest. I wanna quickly jump off and introduce this guy. He's an up and coming YouTuber. I call him the wild card when we play Halo 5 because he just kind of goes out, does his own thing. I don't even have to worry about him. I know he's gonna come back around. Like, he does circles in the Halo 5 map and just takes people out. Yo, I'm really excited to have him on the show today, and it's none other than Remiix.
What's going on, everybody? Real excited to be on the show. Thanks for the kind words, Xbot, and it's an honor to be here.
Dude, yo, we've been hanging out in parties the last couple weeks and everything like that. Real cool dude, real down to earth. About his business in games, man. You are really about going in there, having fun, but you want to catch that W, man. I noticed that.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, dude. The show that you're a special guest on it's gonna be a hot one tonight. So I hope you're ready. I hope you have your opinions all straightened out and you're ready to go at probably K Mega. Do me a favor, go at K Mega and just kind of leave me alone. All right.
All right.
See, I knew it.
He sent it to Hades.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the Hades sound. Oh my goodness. Well, next on the list for the introductions, man, it's the Wizard of the UWP, and he's actually caused a stir on Twitter with, talking about an app called Theme My Xbox, which is an app that you can actually download on your Xbox One, and it has a bunch of pre-made themes from different categories and stuff. It's really cool. I use it myself, and it is none other than NewarkNJ.
What's good, everybody? It's raining here in Texas, man. You know, I'm about to get my little sip on and get prepared for some fire during this podcast. For y'all out there that drink, get your glasses ready because it's about to be a good one. Hope y'all enjoy.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Dude, I saw like a couple of your comments in the DM about the experience, so I can't wait until we go in on that, man.
Oh yeah, it's about to get crazy.
Yeah. And next on the list, we have that smooth talker, that guy with the golden voice for the next podcast, Fooskies.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Glad to be here again, coming at you from the island of the misfits. Let's do it big tonight, boys. We got a lot to talk about.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Yo, did you notice that they're dropping new Halo content very soon as well, man?
Really? I didn't even see that.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to go look into that. Yeah, I know. I'm usually on top of it. What's up?
Yeah, dude, I kind of just thought you would already know about it, but I'm gonna say it when we go into the topics and stuff. I want to see what you think about what they're bringing to the table. And I guess I got to introduce this guy. I don't know, man. He's coming live from the 405. He's just trying to talk to the intelligent gamers out there. And by the way, I'm just playing. He is really my boy, K Mega. Oh wow!
What's up, everybody? You know, your champion of gaming is here. The slayer of anybody who has 10,000 subs or up is now in the motherfucking building. Wow. We are going to get crumped tonight. Yes, all hail, not the Fooski, the K Mega. That was very wrong right there, supersonic station. But no, anyway, man, we're gonna have a kick-ass show, man. Is my family, my crew, man. I'm so happy to be here as always. What's up to my special guest? I said my special guest, our special guest. And
now he's trying to tell people how he really feels. He's like my special guest.
No.
He's taking over.
No. I'm already starting to start. I've been starting my sipping ever since about 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
I got
it's about to get started. So let's have a good time, man.
No doubt. And last but certainly not least on the list is the man with the pinky ring himself. It's time to get up, show that respect, kiss that ring, TheDon.
What's up? It was nice to K Mega. I was gonna say his intro was a little flat, but he does that. I mean, I see how it is. Tell you what, I'm gonna play a fighting game against you, and I'm gonna use nothing. I'm gonna use your technique. Nothing but A button, man. Nothing but A. And I'm gonna whoop you.
Nothing but sweet moves.
Nice. Guys, if you notice, O Snaps isn't here right now. She, like I said, she's dealing with something from work. She will get in. as soon as she gets in, I don't think, we'll be in the middle of the topics. I don't think she's going to need one of her big introductions. She's just going to come in, start talking over everybody. So hopefully that happens soon. But, Don, thank you. It's good to have you on the panel. I love talking games with you every Saturday, man. Let's do this, dude.
Man, we should do it more often, not just every Saturday, because we don't play a lot anymore. You know what I mean?
I know. Well, you've been adopted by like the late night gamers, man, and you know what I'm saying. I'm a dad to 3 kids that I'm putting them on the bus in the morning and stuff like that. It is what it is, man.
Are your children feral? I don't understand. Like they can get up and make their own cereal and go to the bus stop. I don't understand what's going on there.
I'm teaching them, but I'm a little. There, we got wild kids, man. You don't even know. I'll send them over to you for vacation sometime, okay? And then you can handle it.
No, I'll just drop it off in one of these homes that already have 12 children in it already. So here in Utah, so we're
12
covered.
children, 3 wives. You know the deal.
I do want to say this before we
some people roll that way.
I do want to say this before you get started. Congratulations to XBot for being a nominee for one of the best new one of the best new podcasts around. Best believe that XBot and O-Snaps does one hell of a job, man. I commend them so much for the hard work and dedication that they put into this podcast. It's the original. If anybody is doing gameplay with the podcast, better look at the daddy of them all. It's XBot448, man. He is the birth of this genre right here, man. It's fantastic.
Oh,
so
damn, man.
He got my vote. I mean, you know what I'm saying? MC in the mornings is definitely a great show, new premise. Yeah. But I had to give it to my boy XBot, man. He's done one hell of a job.
I really appreciate it, man. And since you talked about that, what do you think about the graphics for the show tonight? I love this thing right now, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Awesome. Great work.
Since Overwatch won Game of the Year, I figured we had to have a couple of those characters in there. You know what I'm saying? I know Remiix gotta respect that, man.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying if Uncharted 4 would have had Game of the Year,
so
you would have put them on
let's go on to the topics at hand.
Yeah, you better grab it.
I'm about to say, where's that sound effect?
All right, guys. Well,
send that shit to Hades.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff has gone on this week, from the VGAs to the PlayStation Experience today. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys real quick. Whoever says it first. You want to go into VGAs or you want to go into the PlayStation Experience first? Whoever says it. Yeah.
VGAs.
All right,
the best for last. Yeah.
All right, VGAs. First of all, the VGAs, in my opinion, started very awkwardly. Guys, did you see our buddy Jeff over there, man? He's got a man crush on Kojima. Like, I gotta know what you guys think about that. So let's start with Remiix. Remiix, with the VGAs. First of all, did you check out the show?
Yeah, I mean, I missed like about the first hour or so.
Oh, so you missed the bromance.
Check out the show. Yeah, I suppose so.
Did you catch up, and what did you end up seeing the beginning at all, or?
No, I did not.
All right, well, we'll skip Remiix then.
Rewind.
Well, Remiix, I'll come to you first on the next part of this then. Mega, what did you think about the whole Jeff Keighley thing with Kojima? Did you think there was some awkwardness going on there with the VGAs, man?
It was it's pretty bad, man. When he had his all song and dance last year, I knew that was kind of odd for it, because it was like 40 minutes, just giving him the praise of him coming out and leaving Konami. You would think that he was a POW or something.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Like stuck in the bamboo Konami, jail.
Yeah, he was somebody just came from Iraq War or something. It was ridiculous. But yeah, this was really crazy. And then to get another clip of the man ass game, and it was more strange than it ever was. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't like that, man?
No. I ain't gonna keep doing all these sound effects over and over and over again. But that shit was terrible. I don't know what's going on with this. We're actually going to see this man's talents with what he's got full range to do what he wants to. But as we're seeing that this game is I don't think this game is going to be for no one except for the most odd, the most weird that there ever could be that's gaming. You know what I'm saying? The cesspool of the gamers. You know what I'm saying? The ones in the basements, because that shit looks freaky. I don't know, man.
It's freaky,
it's really
but
weird.
yo, dude, I gotta say, when what was it? The main enemy from the Doctor Strange movie, when he came out and he had those skeleton soldiers kind of like attached to his belt, and then he released them and they went off to do. Yo, I thought that was fucking awesome right there, man.
No, I think it. He is really good. He's really good at doing cinematics, like amazing. So I'm not saying that the game is going to be garbage. I'm just saying that the game is going to take a tone that it's going to turn a lot of people off because he's got full reign now. I think a lot of people. I think the things of what Konami was doing was like, hey man, you got to rein some of this shit in because some people might not even understand where you're going. Sony's letting him do whatever he wants to. So now we're going to see his work in action, and I don't know if a lot of people's going to.
We're going to see his full personality. You're saying?
Yeah, we're going to see his true personality, man. So I don't know, but it was weird. It was sickening. It was sickening, in my opinion.
I got you, man. And the thing with Kojima, yo, Mega, if you don't mind me saying, like, with you real quick, I know a lot of people. He got a lot of praise for leaving Konami and stuff like that. Do you notice that after he left, he gets all the praise, but then, like, the lower level developers that were at Konami that are now working in like the meat processing plant and all, they're still stuck over there, dealing with Konami because they can't get another job like really anywhere else. Like, do you see like how people kind of abandoned that whole thing, that whole movement, just because Kojima is free now?
Right, yeah, that's sad, man. That is sad because if there's one thing that I know Don can relate to this is that it takes all those developers to make a good quality game. It just doesn't take one.
Yeah.
There can be a guy that has a great direction, but everybody is contributing to this game, and for them just to praise one person and not the other people that's put in the hard work and time and effort, that's shameful.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, since you brought up Don, Don, first of all, did you see the VGAs? Because I gotta ask this question.
I saw bits and pieces. I did see the part you guys are all talking about.
So, what do you think about the bromance and then the whole thing with Kojima and Konami, man? Speaking from a developer's point of view here.
Well, here's I actually don't know what to think of Kojima because I always try to stay neutral as much as possible on this subject. But
sorry,
no, but the reality is, when they started explaining like the work environment and how he was locked away from his team and there was this mediator that would go back and forth, and I'm just like, man, like that sucks from an employer. That's like a bad move, but even a bad employer, right? Mm-hmm. You have to screw up pretty bad, even in the Japanese culture, to be locked away in a room from the rest of your development team. Like, and so, when you get interviewed for like a new job, right? Mm-hmm. And if you, left, your other job because you were fired, it takes some investigation and it's a high risk to hire that person, right? It's just as high of a risk with this situation where they're locking somebody away in a room. And I know their culture is different than ours, but I can't give them praise, for those sort of things. Like, honestly, I would have praised him if he just left Konami and just said, you know what, you guys take care of it. I don't need the money, whatever, I'm gone, because he's made what he needs to get by. Mm-hmm. I would have probably more respect for him in that situation, but to be locked away in a room and that sort of thing, I think they're both, both Konami's bad and Kojima, but I don't think one gets to be the hero and the other one gets to be the villain in that situation. I think there's a
gray area all the way around there.
Yeah, right? there's an equal responsibility for those sort of reactions to happen to one another.
Yeah.
And I know Jeff's like he kind of fanboyed out on him, right? And
dude, I think he had to change his pants like during like when he walked off the stage.
That's the joke, right? Because now it's legal here in the United States, so people can express themselves a little bit better. But the reality, Jeff's a fan, right? And he dropped what the professionalism of what the Game Awards I think should be. I think everyone watching, and he let that fan part of him kind of take over. Mm-hmm. And and I think that to me shows a little. It's not the professionalism I would expect from Jeff. You know what I mean?
A little amateur,
that sort of,
little amateur hour.
Yeah, and we all fall victim of it. Even here on the podcast, I try to be as professional as I can at times, but I'm human as well, right? So, but it's not a way to start off the whole entire show. It was just awkward, and then then they show the trailer, and then there was the whole issue with like I was in a conversation with Bam was all frustrated because they're claiming it's 4K and all this sort of stuff. And I had to explain to him some things and go into details of like what's really going on there, but him as a consumer, he felt like he was lied to because of okay, well if the cutscene's 4K, but does the game all 4K? I'm like I doubt it will be. With that high visual fidelity, and honestly, the visual fidelity will probably be scaled back when you're actually doing AI and a bunch of other stuff. And basically, what they did was they used a really capable engine, and what they do is what they call super sampling. So they take the original resource assets, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of scaling them down like what you would do in a true game. They don't scale down as back, so the polygon count's higher, the texture is crazy high, all this different type of stuff. But if you look at the whole trailer, like they're not showing huge draw distances. It's like really pan super close to the ground, and then you pan up to a wall, and then you have a tank, and then some planes fly over. I mean, it was visually impressive.
So that means you can use the hardware to kind of really flesh out what's close to you, and you don't have to put a lot into what's going off in the distance, right?
Usually the slang term is thrown around. It's what they call super sampling. Gears of War does it. Uncharted does it. And all these like big AAA titles.
Well, that wasn't in game anyway, man. Like you said, it was CGI. Well, it was cutscene. So
there's, I believe it was in engine.
It was in engine.
Believe it or not. But... Yes. So, but what that means is in engine, it's running the same. That's why like. When you have a cutscene in Gears, for example, right, and you have the Gears game, like there's that consistency in the feel and the look and the lighting, you know what I mean? Even though the quality of the models, say in the cutscenes, is a much higher quality than say the model that you're playing in the actual game, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what they did, but they're using everything to its best of ability, but it's not a game, it's not AI, it's it's just like kind of a pre-baked
eye candy.
Scene. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, and I'm sure it could do 4K in those type of situations. Like, I mean, there's no reason why the PS4 Pro can't. It just can't do it in a game AI situation. At least we haven't seen anything close. Not only on the PC side that has a more powerful card, or on the PlayStation 4 side. But yeah, it was just kind of weird misrepresenting there. He likes to introduce things in riddles. There was just awkwardness. It's not how I would prefer the whole show to kick off, to be honest.
I got you. I mean, we had crabs, dolls, fetuses, skeleton army, black shit around the eyes, black shit oozing off a bridge. Like, yeah, it was definitely weird. Yo, Foos, what did you think about this Jeff Kojima bromance in the beginning of the VGAs, and what did you think about the Death Stranding kind of like CGI eye candy that they showed?
Well, I didn't watch it live. I went back and checked it out, so I didn't listen to all the bromancing that was going on. I kind of skipped through it, but what I did hear, it was kind of strange.
It was heavy, man. Yeah, it was heavy.
That's kind of why I skipped it. I was like, this is kind of weird.
It would have been like if Mooch met iJustine. Like that's
right.
It's on that level, man. I don't know.
But the game, the game looks. I mean, you don't know what it's about, man. It just, like you said, it's just a bunch of weirdness going on, and I mean, it seems like they're trying to push the game off the celebrities that they're putting into it.
I see that too. Good point, man. Good
point. Yeah, right. I didn't take too much from it.
So, am I the only one that like this second like trailer, even though it was weird and like Don said, it had like riddles and stuff like that to it. Like it actually. To me, it was more pleasing than the first one with Man-Ass and The Walking Dead and all that good stuff.
Babies,
yeah. I hear you. There's a little bit more like you can tell like there's an enemy and you can tell like there's this mystery and I like when games take things to a new route and you're not explained everything, right?
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you pop in a new franchise and you don't really know everything, you're discovering it as you play, because that is the story, is when you're interacting with it, right?
Yeah.
I think that's some of the best things that could happen. So I'm honestly more interested after the first trailer, but at the same time, like, I'm not sold on the game yet. Does that make sense? It's like it's on the radar.
Did anybody else feel like when you see the enemy, what is it, Dolph Lundgren or whoever, and he's walking?
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, it seems really Metal Gear Solid-ish. I don't know if that's a bad or a good thing, but
it did. Yeah, it did. No. That's what I was saying. The cinematics. He is fantastic when it comes to making a story out of animation. He is really good at that. But it's just the weird tone. How is that going to resonate with like the mainstream gamer? That's all I was saying in that sense. I think it's going to be too weird, because I can tolerate a lot of things, but there's just some things that, it makes me cringe. I'll still buy it just for the fact of just knowing that, it's a game that I can play that's different. But for others, that's what I'm mainly talking about. For the others, for the
what's strange about Kojima? He knows how to market himself, right?
He does. Right. He does.
So,
man. Even
so
on
what
Twitter.
he does. So what he does when he does like a mysterious trailer and this or that, and he forces people to have that conversation, right? Mm-hmm. And he doesn't really explain anything, so there's always that conversation leading up to the launch of what he does, right? Got to keep in mind, this is probably not going to release for another 3 years, so he's just going to keep people talking for 3 years,
right? But that's just
what I mean.
Yeah, but that's that's for the hardcore gamer. The casuals, they look at that game for the first time, they're going to have an indication. He was held back because of the Metal Gear name and because it was a military style game, even though he had it twisted in ways. This is just an open platform for him to do whatever he wants to. And the casual gamer might look at that and say, I'm not fucking with that. So I don't know. But
I don't know. Well, if Metal Gear became so popular over time and stuff like that, and you gotta admit, there is a huge amount of gamers out there, a huge consumer base that eats up Metal Gear games. It's kind of like what happened with Bungie and going over with Activision and making Destiny. You see a lot of references, a lot of things that they pulled from Halo and tried to put into their new game. Like I remember seeing all the similarities, like when Destiny first came out and stuff like that, and it was kind of. It didn't rub me the right way, that's for sure. It's like, Bungie, you went out, you're making a new game now. You wanted to be free from making Halo and stuff like that, and then you make Halo version 2 in your in your opinion, in your idea, and Kojima might be doing the same thing with this Death Stranding as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Remiix, what did you think about the cinematic for Death Stranding, dude?
Well, I didn't catch that part of the.
Oh man! Oh yeah, an hour, dude. I will get back to you. Newark.
Here, Remiix. Here's what you need to do. You need to stream it on your PC right now in the background, but don't play the volume.
Don't play the volume.
And then we'll get back to you.
Newark. What did you think about this whole kind of like bromance going on with Jeff and Kojima? Did you see it as well? And then let us know what you thought about the Death Stranding CGI that they showed, man.
I didn't see the bromance, but I did see the trailer to Death Stranding. And I think the game is going to be a great game, man. It's Kojima. It's something that he's working on himself. Not to go off topic, but the latest Metal Gear could have been great if it wasn't for the drama that was going on. You can tell because Snake didn't even have any dialogue in the game, which ruined the whole game.
Okay.
But I think honestly, the game will be like sort of like how PT was going to be.
Like
that player,
horror,
you know what I'm talking
wise?
about? No,
like...
I mean, might not be horror, probably a little some of it, but as far as like the play style goes, I think since he wasn't able to do that, he's going to do something, and it's going to be real similar to what PT was as far as like gameplay and stuff like that.
I got you.
But the trailer, the visuals look nice. I think I don't think the final game is gonna look like that. You could tell that it was in engine and wasn't the CGI by a little certain stuff. But I think the game probably be alright. We just need more info on it, and hopefully it released before 2021 or something like that.
I got you, man. Now, see, when you said you don't think the game's gonna look like that, I definitely agree with you. But let's go back to the last Metal Gear when they actually showed it, like the gameplay and stuff like that. Come on, like everybody, my jaw dropped when I saw what it actually looked like, and it was pretty close to the kind of like the CGI that they were showing before they showed the gameplay of Metal Gear. So, do you think it's gonna be close?
Yeah, I mean the PS4 Pro is a powerful console. If they don't, I know they was toting the whole 4K thing, but if they were to stick with like some 1080p or something, like the PS4 Pro could obtain those visuals like easily. The power is there,
I got you. To me, I know like there wasn't a lot said. Like Don said, there was like riddles within the CGI, within what they showed and stuff like that. But I'm definitely more interested in it now than when I saw Norman Reedus and his no belly button holding a baby type thing.
Oh yeah, same here.
All right, well, since we talked about that, let's get into the awards themselves. Does anybody think this award show was on point with a lot of the awards that they gave out this year? Anybody?
No, because all the categories.
The sports category, of course, because you got the Forza Horizon 3 who won that. So
Oh, but that was such an empty victory because it was put up against games that shouldn't have been. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm glad for Forza, but like those other games weren't fairly represented. They shouldn't even been like in the same category.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, driving, it is a sport. Like when you watch NASCAR and
it's sport.
But
they say cheerleading.
It is. I mean,
Forza's not a simulation.
Yeah. Forza 5, I could see like the Forza GT. I can see this, but this was the arcade racer.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with sports. That was just a rush gimmick, and that shit needs to be sent to.
I mean, look, NBA Jam is NBA Jam is an arcade game, but it's still a sport. You get what I'm saying?
But you know what that premise is, though, Newark. You understand that that's a basketball
NBA
game. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
No. You listen. Let me get this straight.
No, I'm just saying they shouldn't have combined the categories in the first place because it was crazy anyway.
I thought you was over here going to try to defend that trash.
Oh, that was. That's about how they combine. No,
yeah, I was like, what?
Not at all.
No. I thought that no. This is what I thought he was going to say. It was like, well, it's a racing game and racing. Well, if it was a NASCAR game, you're absolutely right. If it was Project Cars or Forza 6. Then you're absolutely right because that is considered a sport because it's basically kind of like a sport. But this is an arcade racer. This is in the same genre of Need for Speed Underground. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, it should have been up because there were other racers that was out there, and I get kind of sick and tired of sports games and racing games getting pushed aside for all these other indies and shit when these games makes a lot of money for the gaming industry, especially when you look at NBA 2K17 and Madden and FIFA and baseball. Yep. That shit right there is wrong. And then don't forget about UFC 2. There was people that bought that game. Said those games should at least been nominated to have an opportunity to be seen by the public. I get tired of the gaming community always seeing sports like, oh no, oh my God, here's sports again. But you corny motherfuckers, and that's not for all of y'all, but some of these corny motherfuckers understand when you want to play Gwent, which I love Gwent, or you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, all these other card games, those games will never gain the same type of money that the NBA 2Ks or the Maddens or the hockeys or the FIFAs will ever generate. So that's what I'm saying. You have to respect that genre.
Yeah.
I hate that they combined both of the genres. Like that was crazy.
That's what my thing is. Like the sports guys, it takes so much time. They're doing a game every year. every freaking year. Even Forza, like as good as that game is and talented those guys are, they probably had 2 years to work on that title before it came out. They're not in this. They're not in the same category. And whatever. Don't be offended when I say this. Like racing isn't. I'm just going to say it's not a sport. It takes talent. It takes an incredible amount of talent, but it's not really a sport. It's its own category, and we should respect it for what it is. We should not try to shoehorn it to what it's not. Right? It just doesn't make any sense. It irritates me.
I got you.
I agree.
Yo,
I agree.
Remiix.
It's almost like they're putting it there for filler.
For filler?
It is. It is. He's right. Newark is absolutely right. They just throw that in because they don't want sports fans or racing fans to bitch. And for that reason, they just didn't want Xbox fans to bitch because they didn't really have any games that was truly nominated.
It was truly represented at the award show anyway, besides Forza. Like, everybody thought that Forza Horizon 3 was going to win. Yo, Remiix, I'm interested to hear, what do you think about Forza winning best racing / sports game?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with what everyone's saying. Racing should be in its own category. Yes. But I did think it was kind of I don't think it was really a coincidence that Vince Zampella was the one delivering the award to Aaron Greenberg. I thought that was kind of set up. But yeah, the rest of the stuff I pretty much agree with on the topic.
Yo, that's interesting. Why do you think it was set up for Vince to hand the award to Aaron? Like, I
just because there's like a little heat with Titanfall and everything. I don't know, like Aaron gave a little like, well, we made a mess of that as he was getting the trophy and stuff. I don't know. I just feel like that wasn't that was a little bit planned.
I got you, man. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that, yo. And anybody else on the panel? Do you guys agree?
I'm kind of with him. I felt funny that Vince Zampella was giving it to him. I felt like it should have been someone else. So I mean, he didn't. It wasn't blue, so it wasn't sexy. So why was he giving it to him?
No, I totally agree. The award show is so premeditated that they make themselves look stupid by trying to pretend like it's just new. I mean, look at how Boogie. We all knew Boogie was going to get the award because
Jacksepticeye should have got that fucking award.
Well,
no.
But you knew that Boogie was going to win the award because they didn't show Angry Joe. They didn't show any of the other players out there. Only person that they showed was Boogie. You know how like other award show they show all the other nominees.
Oh, damn, that's amazing, man. Go ahead.
And they try to show their face of anticipation, but they're so premeditated that they don't have a foresight to try to give suspense to the fans. So they just go with it and rush it because they're spending too much time trying to cater to fucking indies and to Kojima. You know what I'm saying? So they go and do this. That's what the main problem with the award, with the video game award show is. It doesn't have enough suspense.
Well, they gave that shit to him instead of Angry Joe. Like, I didn't understand that. Angry Joe actually has some good gaming content. Like, all Boogie does is yell and scream at his computer.
Flip tables.
I like Boogie stuff. I think Boogie.
It's funny, but
he's a lifelong YouTuber that I think he deserves. All those guys that they show,
they all deserve
it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they generate millions and millions of viewers, and these guys, they are like the voice of YouTube. So any of them could have been. But all I'm just saying is, have them other guys up there. He is a pony, and that's the thing that kind of
he admitted it too.
And that's the thing that bothers me is that it's so heavily slated towards non-American products. Seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, are we? You know what I'm saying? Look, for you not to have any Xbox games as a nomination for Game of the Year is laughable.
Fucking ridiculous.
And there were some amazing games this year. What's up?
Yeah. For you to also separate and not have categories of different games and genres to be presented. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just look at the trailers. The trailers that they were showing in between, most of them or when they were having the people stand up and they were advertising their game, they were mostly indies. Why don't you show them as trailers and then have the big dogs out there advertising their games on stage? This is a big time show. This isn't the indie awards. This is the fucking VGAs. That's the thing that I'm saying. Not enough suspense, man. It's too slated for indies and catering to the Japanese, in my opinion, man.
I got you. Yo, real good point, Mega. Yo, Newark, did you chime in on the whole Forza Sporting thing? I believe you did.
Yeah.
All right. So, well,
I'm just looking at Nasif being an asshole.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
I'm not gonna make him famous.
I got this.
You already did.
Just kind of did.
Too late. Too late.
Anyway, well, let's get to the meat of it because, like I said, a lot of people have been talking about the VGAs. So let's go straight to the Game of the Year award, which was won by Overwatch. We got Genji over here with Reaper, kind of hanging out with Next Podcast in the Graphix. Mega already hit it where he said that there was Xbox games that should have been at least in the nomination, and I agree with him 110%. Gears 4. Right off the top of my head, even Forza Horizon 3, like just to get the nomination because that is probably the most perfect racing game that has ever been made. Like, and they had to just to get up over that 90 on Metacritic and whatnot. But like that game is a masterpiece when it comes to racing.
It has too much right trigger. I don't know about that.
Too much right trigger. Well, Don,
that's why they gave it an award.
Well, actually, Don, what did you think about the Game of the Year and the nominees for it as well, man?
I feel the same way about like all the categories. Like the categories didn't make any sense. They put games that don't make any sense, and like I as I said before, I think Overwatch is a good game, but it's still, even to this day, it's not a complete game.
Exactly.
And I stand behind any time when somebody goes multiplayer only, and every title that just does this, it's not a complete game because it takes way less work to make all that work. Mm-hmm. Than a campaign. A campaign is hard. That takes a whole nother level of talent to make that happen. Yeah, pacing, you have a lot more assets, you have AI, you have to work with the overhead of the limitations of the hardware with it once you have the AI. So to me, like if you can't create a good campaign, even though you're creating a great multiplayer, mm-hmm. It's not a complete game. And in my opinion, if you have a complete single player experience and not a multiplayer experience, I don't penalize that, because honestly, the multiplayer is always the tacked on part. So basically, if you're only offering the customer a tacked on part, I just can't give it that much credit. So I mean, I'd much rather
get some hate, buddy. I just want to let you know that right now, man.
To put it this way, I don't like Uncharted all that much, but I would much rather see Uncharted win Game of the Year than Overwatch.
Right. Right. No,
just because it is a more complete game. Even though I may not like their multiplayer, it still works. It still functions. They put their heart and soul into that campaign. They try to make sure that thing looks as gorgeous in every single corner of that game as possible. It's a more complete game. I mean, it just is what it is.
Dude, I'm in that boat with you, but I want to go to somebody who might have a different opinion on this, and it would be our special guest, Mr. Remiix himself. Remiix, I know you like Overwatch, man. We've talked about it and stuff like that. What do you think about it winning Game of the Year, and then what do you think about the nominees that were there to pick from anyway?
Well, I was actually surprised that it was even a nominee and nominated.
Me too.
But I can see the reasons why they picked it. I mean, it is a good shooter overall, and it has a huge fan base. And I know it's not a complete game, and I would like a campaign in my Game of the Year as well. But this game's going to last over the next few years. It's it's going to be constantly added to, because it's a super competitive game. It's like a CS:GO or a Team Fortress type of game, and I think it reaches the widest audience and the competitive audience, which is very much placed in Asia as well. So I think that's another reason it was nominated.
All right.
And yeah, this is pretty much my thoughts on it. And I think Gears should have been at least a nominee. But besides that, I was okay with the rest of it.
You just made Foxfire very happy, by the way. I did see her in the chat, and for you to throw that Gears in there, like, that definitely should have been a nominee. You know she's smiling right now, right, man?
Oh yeah.
But do you think part of the reason why it was put in there is because of now I'm throwing this out here, man. I want to hear what you think. The kind of like the respect within the gaming media for Blizzard themselves. Do you feel that had
that could
something
definitely
to do with it, man?
That could definitely be part of it. But I think, there's just a lot of money behind the competitive community, and it's a very engaged community, and it reaches those Asian audiences,
I got you. Is this something that you think is gonna like continue to happen like from here on out? They're gonna consider these more all multiplayer competitive type games for Game of the Year when it comes to these award shows, man?
I mean, possibly. It probably depends on the feedback they get from this year, because they want to be viewed as having good picks and everything. But
I got you, man. Yeah. I got you. It's very interesting. I'm actually happy you brought up the whole Asian market when it comes to competitiveness and stuff like that, because that's again, it's something else that I didn't think about when this whole award show happened and stuff like that. So it's a really, really cool, like, different way to look at it. Foos, what did you think about Game of the Year, dude, and the nominees for it, man? Before we really get into PSX and what happened today.
I kind of felt like Forza or Gears should have been in there. That was a given, I thought, but it was weird to not see that. But Overwatch winning, it didn't really bother me. I didn't really care for Titanfall 2 or Uncharted 4.
How is Titanfall 2 in there and not Gears?
Yeah, they gave Titanfall 2 a lot of praise.
But honestly, I think I would have expected Doom to win out of the ones that were in that list. So that was kind of strange not seeing that one take it. But yeah, it was all right. I mean, the Overwatch game, like Remiix said, it's going to last for a while, and I'm sure that people are going to be playing that for a long time and real competitive doing it. So,
I play Overwatch and everything like that, but I still feel like, too many people give Overwatch a pass for certain things because it's a fucking Blizzard title, yo. I swear, like, when it came out, to me, like, it was lacking in content. It was lacking in game modes. For it being an only like multiplayer game and stuff like that, I felt like it was severely lacking. It had a bunch of different characters, which was cool. I was happy about that.
Could you imagine if Titanfall would have won Game of the Year?
Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah, like the first one. Oh my God, people would have lost their minds if that one would have won.
Dude,
and then Overwatch wins and it's all good.
Yo, you make a great point there, because a lot of the stuff that people bitched about with the original Titanfall is what everybody is kind of like, accepting when it comes to Overwatch.
Exactly. Yep.
No, we have to get to Newark too, man. We gotta get to Newark.
No. I had to do it because Fusky took my idea and his ass was still talking. He wasn't supposed to talk yet. Damn it, he's done.
Dude, I didn't get the script from you, man.
I'll be jumping in when I can. You taught me that, bro.
Hey guys.
Go ahead and put that word.
Oh snap!
Here I am now legitimately put back in check because snap suckers is here. What's going on?
That's right. Well, I'm kind of on my phone because my computer won't unlock. I don't know what's going on today. Technical difficulties.
You are sounding a little low. Let me try to fix that real quick. No, I'm gonna fix it real quick. I'm gonna do what I can here. K Mega doesn't have all the controls. All right, go ahead, ladies. Say what's on your mind right now.
What's on your mind right now?
Beautiful. There we go. No, we were just talking about the VGAs with the Game of the Year and it being Overwatch and the nominees.
Bullshit.
and the lack of certain titles, like nobody has even brought up Quantum Break. Because in terms of like single player experience and stuff like that, Quantum Break was an absolutely fantastic game with a killer story to it, and it wasn't even kind of like brought up at the awards. So Oh snaps! What do you think about Overwatch winning Game of the Year, being an only online like multiplayer game, and what do you think about the nominees this year for the VGAs?
Okay, well, we all know the nominees are bullshit. And hi Remix and hi everybody in the chat that I can't see. And as far as Overwatch goes, Overwatch is a fun game. It was overpriced, overrated, and sadly, it's not a Game of the Year contender. I don't even think, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't change anything now, right?
Yeah, it's too late. I mean, but you also have the Console Corners Game Awards coming up, and those are a lot more legitimate than the actual Game Awards anyway. So, a lot better choices there.
It was kind of good to see the ponies get a dose of what Xbox has been going through for the past couple years.
Yo,
Yeah.
Foos, they were heated. They were heated on Twitter, yo. Oh my goodness. Yo, Newark, what did you think about the Game of the Year this year for the VGAs, and what did you think about the nominees, dude?
Well, speaking of Overwatch, I've learned to hate the game.
What?
I actually have the game, and hold on, let me talk. I actually have the game, and I enjoy. I had to try it out because I feel like I bought it for nothing because my son, he wanted Overwatch. All his friends had Overwatch for a month straight. Do chores, call Overwatch. Finally, for $60, and he played it 2 days and never touched it again.
Oh my!
So
goodness.
I wanted to get a refund, and I ain't even go through all of that. But I played it; it was all right. I was upset because if you want to talk about a multiplayer shooter, the best thing that happened to multiplayer fall onto me. Like no one's talked about that. And then when I was thinking about the Game of the Year, I was thinking about how the nominations would have been if Final Fantasy would have released back in September, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it was supposed to come out. But I mean, the people got what they wanted, man. The Game Awards is a joke to me.
I got you, man. It's funny how you brought up that Final Fantasy because, dude, you have been a Final Fantasy fanatic lately with 15.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah. Almost 30 hours in, man.
All right, I got you. Well, guys, that's pretty much the coverage of the VGAs. Now, let's get into the juicy stuff. PlayStation Experience dropped today. It was an hour-long show. Oh, hello.
I didn't get I just jumped in on somebody. I didn't really get my stance.
No, that counts. That counted.
That counts
right now.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Really?
Hold on. We'll leave it to the special guest. Yo, Remix. Should we hear what K Mega has to say about this real quick?
Ooh, that's a hard one, man. I mean, I guess we'll give it to him this time.
Okay. Anyway, no, check it out. No, I'll be quick.
It's all
I wanted to say was from my side of it is that Fuski touched on it first about the original Titanfall not getting nominated, getting laughed out of any VGAs, not even getting a nomination, but that Overwatch gets the same it's the same, basically same game, but gets all the love and praise.
Praise, man.
Then just for we knew Quantum Break wouldn't get Game of the Year, but for them to not even get story, best narrative of the year is absolutely sickening because that story is top notch. One of the best stories this generation.
Who won best story, man? I actually forgot.
Uncharted 4.
Uncharted, yeah.
Yeah, Uncharted 4 won. And I have no problem with Uncharted winning or cleaning house. That was a big time game. Remember, everybody gave it a 10 or a 9 or 10. So that's fine. And I said at first that Overwatch was going to win because of its popularity. But the VGAs is nothing but a walking contradiction, because if you can't give certain games praise and you shun them out, but then you give other games praise, I mean, you're giving gamers a mixed signal. And for Tomb Raider not to get any consideration for 2 years in a row is absolutely garbage, because Tomb Raider to a lot of gamers is better than Uncharted.
Oh yeah.
And that right there is probably the saddest thing of them all. And then last, if you had RPG Game of the Year, how the hell? I have no problem with The Witcher winning, but if with an expansion
it's DLC,
over,
though.
DLC expansion over Dark Souls 3, come the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta say is to this whole fucking shit, send it to, and I'm done.
Nice, yo, dude. What you said about Tomb Raider not getting any love 2 years in a row, and then how much because. In the background of the VGAs, a lot of this stuff is voted on by like IGN, GameSpot, a lot of the big gaming media out there. And you can definitely see it because Tomb Raider gets no love, but yet Uncharted, man, they're singing the praises of Uncharted like crazy, and they're pretty much within the same genre, the same type of game, man.
Right. Yeah, that just makes no sense to me. And then for Street Fighter V to win Best Fighter of the year.
Oh my goodness.
Killer Instinct not to get it. And that's right there. Okay, so it's all about popularity. Well, if it's about popularity, then Killer Instinct should have won hands down. Street Fighter is just good at Evo. It's just popular at Evo. So it's a mixed bag. They don't know what the hell they're doing over there. I don't know. It's sad to me.
And like Snap said, thank God for people on YouTube, such as Console Corner and stuff like that, for actually doing an award show where it would be more on par, more balanced than what we saw with the fucking VGAs, dude.
Right. Right, absolutely.
All right, well, now since K-Mega got his word in, thanks to Remiix, man, I think...
Thank you, Remiix.
Yeah, Mega, you owe Remiix one. I'm just saying. Yo, let's get it. Yo, dude, I've been dying to talk about the PlayStation experience with you guys. I want to hear what you guys thought about it, everything like that. Now let's start with what they started off with. All right, when I turned it on, there was kind of like a lady in like a Mideastern town, kind of walking through. She got something on her cell phone to go to this red door, and it was really interesting. I thought it was gonna be I was like, damn, another Tomb Raider already? That's what I thought they were going with this. The graphics look absolutely insane, and then come to find out, it's a standalone DLC of Uncharted. I want to go down the list here. Yo, Snaps, did you see the beginning to the PlayStation experience?
No, I missed that.
I am striking out today on the first people and what they saw with these shows.
I was grocery shopping.
Oh, that is true. Oh man, yo, you hit the gong. That's like when we do takeovers. I was like, hold on, somebody changing the subject real quick, man.
I did see some stuff about it on Twitter, but I don't really know what happened because I've been really everywhere today.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have had an absolutely crazy day. Yeah.
But aren't they talking about a game that's coming in 2018?
No. I'm saying 2020, and when we get to that, you'll.
Well, I saw 2018 to 2020.
Yeah, that's the Last of Us Part 2. But what we're talking about right now is the Uncharted standalone DLC.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention though. You know that.
It's all good. Yo, Newark, what did you think when you saw this trailer in the beginning of the PlayStation experience? Did you like what you saw? Share your thoughts, man.
Well, I didn't see the PlayStation experience, but I watched all the game trailers. No, I watched it. No, I was playing Final Fantasy. I forgot, but I watched all the trailers. This is no.
You were actually gaming?
Oh,
maybe Xbox.
Oh shit, son!
What's up, Snaps?
That shit is.
I said maybe you should just ask who watched it.
All right, who watched
I saw the trailer.
Okay, what's up, Newark? What do you think?
You talking about the Uncharted DLC?
Yeah.
The one chapter expansion.
Yes.
It had a I don't know, it did remind me of Tomb Raider at first, and I was like,
it's like, yo, that's kind of early, right?
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's a start, but I already knew of course, on YouTube, it's actually the name of the video is Uncharted, whatever the name of it was, but it was crazy, man. I was like, maybe Naughty Dog is not doing,
What happened?
Uh-oh, we lost Newark.
We lost Newark?
You cut him off with the sound effect.
I'm biting.
I didn't cut him off.
Yeah, you're you're coming in and out, man.
He biting. He sound like he gonna say
Oh
something.
yeah, my phone is in my pocket. I don't know. I thought y'all was biting because y'all sound like that, but maybe it's the start of something new. You know, maybe this might turn out in the future to be like an actual game of the story.
Well, Newark, that's actually what I was thinking, and I actually joined Crap Gamer, GKB, and She Wolf on Crap's channel, and we talked about the PlayStation experience, and we talked about that trailer. And me and GKB kind of had the same idea here, is that they were putting out, I believe one of the characters was from Uncharted 2, a female character from Uncharted 2, and I think that what they're trying to do is they're making it standalone. They're trying to see what kind of reception this DLC gets to possibly continue the Uncharted series with these girls.
To try to milk it.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, yo, Foos, what did you think about that trailer? Was it did it interest you at all, man? What's going on?
Yeah, it interested me actually a lot. When I first saw it, it looked great. I mean, when she walked out there and you see the the Middle Eastern city getting bombed by the planes and everything, it looked really interesting.
Dude, can I say, to me, that actually looked better than Uncharted 4 itself. Did you
Absolutely.
see that? Like, yeah,
it did. I didn't even know it was Uncharted at all. It did not look like it until she takes her her hijabi off or whatever that's called. And yeah, I thought it looked really interesting, honestly. I mean, is my inner pony showing?
I'm
sorry.
I heard a little whinny. got a little trot going on there.
Can we exile him?
No, never. We never exile Foos, yo. He is.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I actually enjoyed this PlayStation experience. I don't know if it was because of last year's being so horrible, but I thought it wasn't bad.
No, dude, it was definitely better than last year's. It was even better than Sony's E3 this year. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Well, the people they had on stage were very charismatic, and I like that.
Yeah, it wasn't so dull this time.
A lot more charismatic than in the past.
Well, we had Mr. Tight Shirt on stage, and that was horrible, man. Somebody needs
someone needs to tell that guy to stop wearing that. Just don't.
Wear a bigger shirt.
Dude, he has like a man's garter belt like on underneath with like whatever shirt he's wearing underneath that, and then he's wearing this shirt that's way too big, way too small for him. Just stop.
Dude, are you talking about fat people, Don?
Just stop.
Is that what you're trying to say?
No. See, he's not talking about fat people. He's talking about bigger people that wear smaller clothes. You see what I'm saying?
They wear their children's clothes.
Exactly.
Fat man, little coat.
What if I want to be in with the times and I want to wear my skinny jeans?
Oh, then we're going to talk about you horribly.
Get off the podcast if you wear skinny jeans. Let me tell you right now.
I don't.
You could be skinny and wear skinny jeans, and we're gonna talk about
you. Okay. Look. This ain't jumping okay mega segment. God damn it!
Hey, dude, you opened the door for that, dude. You.
I did. I was just fucking around. Okay, all right. Okay, let's get back to it. All right.
Hello. I heard a doorbell. Yo, Remiix. What did you think about that first trailer? Did you check out the trailer to the Uncharted DLC?
I actually just watched it right now,
good job, man.
I thought it was I thought it looked pretty good. It did look a lot better than Uncharted, and I wouldn't have known unless you guys were just talking about it right there. And I like your thought on seeing what people's reactions are to it. I think that's definitely a good idea. Like that's probably what they're doing there. See if they can make their own game. But yeah, I think it looks good, and it was a game that I would, or a DLC that I would play if I had the game. So
it's standalone.
It's standalone. When it comes out, you'll be able to buy it and play it without having Uncharted 4. Now, in that instance, man, are you going out to buy a PS4 Pro tomorrow for this standalone DLC?
Hell no. I mean, I do want to pick up a PlayStation at some point, just because there are some games, I want to do, especially for like my YouTube channel and stuff, get some more reviews done. But yeah, I'm not going to pick it up anytime soon. So.
Oh my gosh.
I got you, man.
This guy in the comment section.
Yeah,
he gets you, doesn't
I'm gonna rant soon. I promise you that.
Get him.
Yo, Don, what did you think about the trailer for the Uncharted DLC, man? Are you in agreement? Yo, it actually looks like graphically, it looks better than the original like Uncharted 4 game, in my opinion, man. What do you think, dude?
Yeah, I got two parts to this. I 100% agree with you. It does look better than what they released on Uncharted 4. I actually don't like Nathan Drake as a character. He's about as dude. People use the term "dude, bro." Like he is like the definition of that in my mind. I just don't feel like he has that much depth. But whatever. I mean, people like him. People like the game, and I'm not gonna clown on people for liking the game. It wasn't for me. It doesn't resonate with me, right? Mm-hmm. This other character, and I've seen bits and clips of her from Uncharted 2. That setting, bringing her on stage. I'm more interested in playing that. I really am. Than any of the Uncharted, and so maybe kind of like, all right, well maybe this is cool. And then when I heard it's like DLC and it's standalone, then it drove another thought into my mind is we all know Uncharted 4 had development issues, right? Mm-hmm. Kept getting pushed back and kept having problems with release date. I have a feeling a lot of this is repurposed assets that were cut away from the original Uncharted game to create the standalone DLC. So, I mean, obviously it's probably evolved and it's taken some small different directions, but think about when Uncharted 4 came out and how quickly they had this come out afterwards, announcing it and having something that looks playable in the engine makes me think that a lot of that stuff is kind of repurposed, and some of this in some form or fashion was meant to be in the original Uncharted game, but it just didn't make the cut. And that happens with all games, right? So they're just being smart with what they spent their money on. So
I got you, man. I got you. Yo, Mega, what did you think about this DLC, man? Are you running out to get a PS4 Pro now after checking out this Uncharted standalone, man?
No.
No?
No.
Why not, man? Give us your thoughts on this, man.
On the overall show or just on this game?
Right now. I'm going to pull a couple other things, and then we're going to talk about the show as a whole.
I'll be very short. It looked fantastic. For anybody that wants to talk about Xbox milking Halo or Gears, PlayStation is doing the same thing with Gears of War and with Uncharted. I mean, let's just be real. And I think for what they're doing the same thing, like you were saying, where they're trying to test the waters with a new character.
Uh-huh.
But if it doesn't work, you got The Last of Us that's going to be milked. So I don't want to hear PlayStation ponies go bizarre talking about milking Halo and Gears because PlayStation is going to definitely milk their big titles. So no, but I'm still not interested.
I don't know. I gotta kind of disagree with you on the whole milking Gears and Uncharted. First of all,
I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. That's what I'm just saying. I'm talking about in a sense of what is what Sony fanboys bring to the table, saying that's all you guys bring is Halo and Gears. I'm talking from that standpoint. I've you know what I'm saying, those are the big guns for Microsoft, so of course you're going to bring those titles out because they sell.
Well, dude, just look at look at a military battleship, right? There is a set of guns on a military battleship that they have been using since World War II. You know what I'm saying? Because those guns are the most dependable, the most reliable, and those are what they use. Now, other advancements in battleships have come along, and they have other different types of weaponry. And you made me think about this when you said big guns. But you still have those old, big cannon guns on newer battleships that are being made and stuff. You go with what is successful at certain points in time. And with Microsoft and Xbox, their biggest franchises, which are Halo, Gears of War, and now with Forza, these are successful
the Holy
franchises.
Trinity.
Yeah, they are established. They sell.
You got The Father, which is first-person shooters. You got Halo, right?
Yeah, there you go.
You
Dude,
got
I just
you got the Sun.
Dude, nobody is seeing me.
You got the
I'm
Sun,
flexing
James.
when you said Halo, yeah.
And you got the Holy Spirit.
You got the Sun, James, and holy shit, you got Forza every year. It's the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
If anyone had those successful franchises, Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft, they're going to keep recycling. They're going to keep making sure they are in the tumbler because they cover a wide range of audiences. And then, let's be honest, Uncharted covers a particular audience as well. It's that action adventure title. Nintendo, but Microsoft wants that too. I mean, they want the franchise that they can continuously release and meet an audience that they're happy with in that particular category, without a doubt.
I got you, man. I got you. Yo, all right, with that being said, like I got thoroughly caught up in the Holy Trinity and everything and lost my train of thought right there. Yo, they showed a lot for the PlayStation experience. They showed Akuma in Street Fighter V, which will be coming down the line. They a lot of what they showed, though, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and sound off when I say this, PlayStation 1 remasters? Like,
oh, yeah.
Is this something you guys are excited for? I mean, we got, was it Parappa the Rapper remake?
Oh, fuck yeah. Of course we're excited for PlayStation 1 remastered.
Loco Roco.
Well, get the emulator on your PC or something. They should have made sequels to them games, man.
We don't want new games. We want...
Well, they're remastering all these titles, so they have something to fucking release, because they got nothing.
Yeah, flesh that out, man, because there was a huge undertone
That's
that
crazy.
was PlayStation 1 remasters and Crash Bandicoot remastered, man. So what do you say? Because they don't have anything else, man?
Yeah, they don't have anything. They got to fill the gap for 2017. Most of the games they're showing are coming no earlier than 2018, and
PlayStation 5 launch games.
They need
man.
something. Yeah. I would say that, yeah, possibly PlayStation 5 launch games.
Dude, to me, it was absolutely incredible. Like people are getting excited now. I understand, to quote Mooch, nostalgia is a hell of a drug, definitely. All right, but if I'm looking at this in terms of Sony, in terms of the corporation that is running the PlayStation division, I want to tap into nostalgia, but I also want to bring in new gamers. I want to bring in new consumers and stuff like that. And in my opinion, instead of remastering Parappa the Rapper, why not make a sequel and then put the hardware to its use? Because at the end, when you look at the framework of the game, the gameplay mechanics and stuff are still going to be PlayStation 1. So what do you guys like? What do you Newark? What do you think about them like remaking like these PlayStation 1 games and like trying to get everybody excited about this and stuff? Do you see what I'm saying? Where I'd rather have a new iteration of those old titles.
It's filler, just like Remiix said, it's filler. Just think about it. They have nothing coming. They still waiting for games that was at PlayStation Experience last year that it didn't even release yet. There was a couple of games from last year that I thought were amazing that still don't have a release date. Games from E3 of last year
even their commercial shows like all their games that are in development, it don't show nothing that's out. It's crazy.
So you got people in the comments comparing games to Forza 7. When Forza 7 come out, none of these titles will be available to play for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy.
I got you, man.
And then we don't even know what Microsoft has, because Phil don't want to show a trailer to a game that's coming out 2 years from now. That's the new thing that's going on. So you don't even know what's coming for E3. But I would also like to have a Microsoft event.
Yeah, that's a lot of people were hitting up Twitter. It's like, well, where's Microsoft's event and stuff like that? And if they decided to do an event this year, like I'm not sure how that would have affected E3 that we just went through a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want them to hold back on stuff for E3 just because they're going to have their own kind of like their own conference based strictly on Xbox and stuff like that. So I'm actually up in the air about like should they have their own kind of conference and stuff like that. So you think they should?
But it don't have to be about software. It don't have to necessarily be about software. Us waiting to a year to see new stuff that's coming down the line. Because I know they used to have this event. I forget the name of it. But they used to have the event back in the 360 days or whatever. And it used to always be like around March or April.
I got you, man.
I forgot what they call it. But, like little things that's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if I'm going to go in there and I'm going to commit to that. Oh, well, Microsoft should have a conference right now. I actually like where Xbox is going. I loved this past E3. I mean, we always want to know what's coming next around the bend and stuff like that. But I like where Microsoft and Xbox and Phil Spencer is with talking about things that are coming out in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they did that at E3. Like that's where, in my opinion, they really won E3 for me. I mean, they did show the hardware and all that good stuff. But, yo, Mega, I know you like to mess around with emulators and everything like that on your computer and stuff. So what do you think about Sony trying to promote these remakes of PlayStation 1 great titles that were so long ago? Are you excited for things like this? Should they really put these like front and center, hit the spotlight on the stage when it comes to these games?
Well, as a PlayStation 1 diehard fan, I am very pleased. I found it to be entertaining to watch the show. Because just to see, Papa the Rapper to come back and others, I was just like, damn, you know what? Absolutely. But it's their form of backwards compatibility. You know that Sony is struggling with their money, so they're going to try to get and bleed their customer base for every dollar that they can get. It's sad, but it's true. Now, it will, they will increase the game's graphical fidelity and things like that, so that's a positive. But the fact of it is that this is all that is. It's sad, but I am happy to see that they are showing love to the old PlayStation 1 era, because to me that was PlayStation's best era of all time.
All right, but at the end, don't you think like these games, like, yeah, they're remaking the graphics and everything like that, but at the core of the game, you're going to get PlayStation 1 game mechanics. Like, they're not, that's one of the things within a remake. They don't really go in and mess with the gameplay mechanics that much. So do you think those PlayStation 1 type mechanics are going to hold up like today?
Well, you know what? As Mooch says, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. A lot of people will like, oh, this game is trash because the way that it feels, and they will understand that older games will play horrible. But as a old school PlayStation 1 fan, I'm for it. I'm not going to hate on it, because they should have had some kind of backwards compatibility standard a long time ago. As long as PlayStation has been out, they've been out for over 20 years now. They should have already done this. And for them not to, it's sad as it is, but at least the PlayStation fan base gets something.
Yo, not for nothing, but to me, this is looking like I agree with what Remiix is saying. And I also look at, like, because, Mega, you brought it up, the financial state of Sony. And I think to fill out, like, their catalog and stuff like that, the cheapest way is to remake these games. And, to me, it doesn't look like gamers are yelling for remasters of PlayStation 1 games. To me, it looks like gamers are yelling for backwards compatibility. And
yeah,
they're gonna run with that and be like, all right, well, you want backwards compatibility? Well, we got these remasters, so just like throw the $40 down on this game or whatnot, because I don't think they're going to be fucking $60 price tags on these shits. If they are, Sony done lost their mind. I don't know what the fuck happened, but like
more than likely
they're gonna cash in on this.
These games are gonna be $10 to $20 a pop.
But that's my problem. It's not
they're remade, and it's their remade, and it's all 3 games. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about Sony.
Yeah, that's true. Yo, Remiix, what did you say your problem was, man?
Well, like you got to pay for them, and it's not back compat. And yeah, it's the cheapest way for them to for Sony to make some money. But I mean, people do want like a new Crash Bandicoot, but just reboot the series. I'm okay with some remasters, but they came out with they had 3 for the Crash Bandicoot, 3 remasters for that, and I think 4 or 5 other remastered games, and that's way too many. And they'll probably all come out in 2017, maybe a couple in 2018. So I don't know.
All in all, I
have a consumerism problem with it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna roll with what you said there. Like, all in all, I thought the show was good, but I think a lot of people out there are ignoring this huge undertone of PlayStation 1 remakes, and that was one of the biggest things I got from this experience. And it's like the Sony fans are kind of just rolling over, and with what PlayStation did with the end of the conference, ending it with a quote unquote early look at The Last of Us Part 2. That was the last thing that like a lot of the ponies went out. It's like, oh, Xbox is done and stuff like that, and they're ignoring that undertone of PlayStation 1 remasters, not backwards compatibility, but remasters. And like, do you see anybody like calling Sony out on this besides what we're doing right here now on this podcast, Joe? Anybody?
No, I don't see anyone calling anyone out.
Well, no. No, you don't. And that's the sad thing about this, is that the Sony fans is going to eat this up as a victory instead of looking at, they are. And they're going to look at, instead of looking at this as as being railroaded by the company that they support so much, because these games should be backwards compatible. And damn, I love Papa the Rapper, but can you give us some better games to be backwards compatible? Give us Toshinden. Give us Bloody Roar. Give us Legend of Legaia. Give us some games that we can sink our teeth into to make it worth the remastered dollar. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason right there. I know that they're probably going to do this, but I know they're testing the waters. But then it's also saying to the people that have subscribed to PlayStation Now that you're fucked as well.
Yeah, yo, no doubt, dude. Well, like, they had everything going, because in the end, Sony wants to have PlayStation as a streaming service. All right, this is not late breaking news or anything like that. I think Yoshida has come out multiple times and kind of hinted at that fact. You know what I'm saying? So now it just looks like Sony is in such financial disarray that they have to try to get money any way possible. And they're trying to pull from that nostalgia pool and, what they started with, the greatness that they started with. And I'm not sure if that's going to be their success. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Sony did what Sony does best, and they started out with a bang with, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, my goodness.
And they ended with a bang, The Last of Us 2. And people forget everything in the middle. They remember the beginning and the end, and they forget the middle. And that was Sony's structure to the conference. So,
yo, not for anything. What do you guys think about that Marvel vs. Capcom announcement? Like, yo, Mega, I know you're a fighting guy, and I've been talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for a long time in terms of coming to backwards compatibility and hoping and praying and stuff like that. So let's start with you. What did you think about the Marvel vs. Capcom announcement? Dude, are you excited, man? Yeah!
I dropped my jaw when I seen that, and I was hoping for it. That's why I bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the Xbox One, because I hope that game, because I know right now Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is playable now. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is playable right now on PlayStation 4. Congratulations. That is a win for PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
No doubt about that. That is a win.
Well, Mega, I was just going to say, before you continue, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 will be available on PC and Xbox One in March.
Right, that's what I had to find that because I wanted to find that. I knew that it had to be timed exclusive, which tells you that Capcom is not going to go the exclusive route anymore. They've done it with PlayStation. They've learned their lessons. They ate their pills, and now they said, okay, fuck it, we failed miserably. So now here we go. I am so excited for this game to be out, and for any fighter game, any guy that's a fighter. I'm a little twisted. Let me get myself together.
Bring it back.
For anybody that's a lover of fighter games, this game had to come out, and I'm glad Disney and Microsoft and Sony have got together and collaborated and brought this game to the masses, because it deserved to come out. So I am with you so much. Next year is going to be so huge for fighters. I'm glad the fighters are back. It's going to be great. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Infinite versus Tekken 7 versus because we got confirmed Street Fighter Tekken. Tekken versus Street Fighter is going to come. Look like at the end of the year, and then also you have. Hopefully, Killer Instinct cross Mortal Kombat.
That would be sick, dude.
And you're gonna have Injustice 2. If all those games get to come out at the same year, it will be one of the best fighting game eras of all time. And any fighting fan, I cannot wait. I'm stoked.
Did anybody grab the Injustice Among Us? It was backwards.
Yeah, I got
yesterday.
I got mine last night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Shout out to HUD Zero in the chat. He said I forgot about Wipeout. I didn't really forget about Wipeout. It's another one of those things that is a PlayStation 1 remake.
Wipeout is a fantastic game. God, really fantastic way. I saw him with that tight ass shirt. I was gonna save that for later, but yeah, no, I am. Wipeout. I know people like.
You mean the knockoff F-Zero?
Yeah, no. Wipeout came out before F-Zero.
No, Wipeout doesn't. No, it did not.
Didn't come out before F-Zero, man.
F-Zero came out on NES, dude.
Send your ass to Hades, man.
Man, hold on, wait a minute. What's up to Hades? Hold on. Look. I was a PlayStation fanboy at that time, so die-hard PlayStation fanboy. All I know is Wipeout. I am stoked for Wipeout. I saw him with that tight-ass shirt looking like, you know what I'm saying? You can't have gray hair and wearing a tight-ass shirt. You just can't do that. No. You can't do that. You got to leave that shit alone, bro. You trying too hard.
Yeah, size up.
Yeah,
right? Just one size up.
Yeah, Killer Phil.
I got to go back and watch the show.
Yeah, Killer Phil looks good doing what he does with his little t-shirts. But you know what, dude? You can't be having gray hair wearing a tight-ass t-shirt.
Phil wears them the right size, though, and he orders them from the graphic god. So, what? Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do there, you know?
Well, let me say this. You know what? Look, I'm all about wearing, because I'm a big guy, wearing some loose clothes, looking good, you know what I'm saying? Get the ladies liking you and shit, looking dapper and shit. But that dude that was wearing that all PlayStation shit with that damn with the PlayStation jersey and cap, that motherfucker needs to go to Hades. That dude looked bad. You don't do that. Your kids will resent you for looking like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. But, dude, yo, Foos, what do you think about the Marvel vs. Capcom announcement, man? Are you pumped? Were you a Marvel vs. Capcom fan?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped for that. Yeah, it looks so good, but it's coming to Xbox too, so I'll wait for it.
Yeah, well, like I said, in March, and this is one thing I don't know. They didn't say anything about Ultimate MVC3 being a remake or anything like that. So in March, when it comes to Xbox One and PC, with Xbox One, do you think it's like a backwards compatible thing? Like, we'll just because I bought it digitally on the 360, so if it goes back compat in March, I'll just be able to download it and start playing. Like, you guys.
Oh yeah, of course. Backwards compatible. I hope that's the way they go for sure. I mean, like you said, you've got it digitally, and that's how I roll. I'm digital, so once they pop those in, it's mine. So.
Yeah. So like, because they didn't say anything, man. They didn't say like.
Ain't this a remaster?
I didn't hear remaster. It didn't say
remaster
in the thing.
It's just that PlayStation can't do backwards compat, so
they're not going to advertise it,
right?
For the most part, for another hardware. They're just going to talk about.
So they probably put it on PS Now then.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't know if it's on PS Now. I think it's one of those things that you can buy it through their store. And you can play that game, yeah. So it's a big win for PlayStation 4 fans.
Yo,
no
let's
doubt.
just tell Nazif in the chat right now, yo, dude. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is not free. Please don't try to put that in the chat and try to make it look like Sony is handing out this game to everybody who has a PlayStation, because it's not, dude. You got to pay for it. They said buy it now in the store.
They don't give Marvel vs. Capcom out for free. That shit, when I was when I worked at GameStop, they sold that shit for like $100 used.
You know, and not for anything, but Nazif, our buddy in the chat, if he's so like pro Sony and stuff like that, you would figure after the experience he would go to the store and check it out anyway.
Hey, but you're wrong. Twitter said otherwise. Don't worry about it. Twitter is official.
He said it's remastered. He says remastered in the store. That's what I like. When I seen it, I thought it was remastered. That's why I was like, why is it coming out? And we have to wait for it.
But you know what? But you got to look at it like this. Like, I mean, Xbox has.
I'm about to do some research.
Xbox has all of their older games upscaled. You know, it's kind of like the PC. You know, they got their games upscaled so they'll look well. But the difference is between what's going to happen. I know that March is a long ways away, but if you already have Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and even if you had it digital and you bought the characters later, that shit's going to be free. But you PlayStation motherfuckers, dollar bill, y'all.
Yo, Sheeta's like, yo, pay the man. Pay the man. We need to keep our lights on, yo. That's pretty much what it is, man.
So that's what it is.
But yo, that was the biggest announcement in for me, man. But go ahead, Newark.
Mm-hmm. It's a remaster.
It is a remaster?
Yeah.
See, and the thing was, when it comes
to that, so Nazif lied, right?
No, yeah, he just put in the comments that it was a remaster, so I went to go check it out myself.
So it is a remaster. So
yeah, it is a remaster.
They better be giving me.
She made it sound a new A button.
Yeah,
remaster station.
They better be giving me my Jill Valentine and my that fucking one-eyed green tentacle fucking character. I forgot his name. Because like I bought them digitally as well with the Ultimate MVC3 on the 360, but that is.
That's
game,
whack though.
That's a game I would buy again, man.
No, I buy that shit again. That's a good. I mean, no,
it's
all.
No, I'm saying for the people. I'm saying for the people who got it already digital, like.
Oh, for the people that got it on their PlayStation 3.
I mean, if PS4 had backwards compatible, it would have been backwards compatible.
Yeah, you know, Sony's all about that.
That's the problem with remasters in general. You know, if you already got it, you got to buy that shit again, and that's whack.
Sony doing that dap on their ass. All right.
Well, I'll pull out a couple more details, but let's go around the panel and just think. Like, I want to hear your general thought about the PlayStation experience. Let's go with Remiix, man. Our special guest, yo, dude, you're doing awesome. What do you think about the experience, like, as a whole? Did you like what they were showing? Was it better than last year, man? Just general thoughts on the whole thing, dude.
I thought it was a decent overall. They started out well and they ended well, like I said earlier. But I don't know. I felt it was pretty weak in the beginning. I mean, in the middle.
Yeah.
And like nothing really interested me, and like I like to look at the fans, and the fans really only like heavily clapped like 5 times. Like one time there was one guy clapping. He was like, "Yeah, look at you." And then everyone was like, "Oh, we should all clap."
You heard that?
And we're yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh shit, we should be clapping too." And what really bugged me is they had some reels of games, but like it only showed like 3 to 5 seconds of the game. It's like there's not even context for me to know what I'm seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish they had their reels of games, each individual game. I wish that was a little longer. That just really bugged the shit out of me. So
I got you. Well, we're getting,
overall,
I would say we're getting kind of used to it with those quick reels of games and stuff like that. They're even trying to do. They're trying to do that in between, like their 2018 games and stuff. Like this past E3, they were doing like quick reels of stuff and stuff like that as well.
They're like, see what we have coming soon, or like coming in the future, and then it's like 3 seconds of a few games, and it's like, well, I have no idea what's coming out because
they showed VR.
I got maybe one of those games.
They showed VR, man.
Greatness awaits.
Yo, Newark, what did you think about like the trailers and stuff that you saw overall? We're gonna get into The Last of Us Part 2. We're gonna get into it like right after this question. But what did you think about that experience overall? Yeah.
I looked at most of the game trailers. I can honestly say, coming from an Xbox fan, that like the PlayStation fans have some great games to look forward to. You know, there's some games that's coming out. I'm a gamer. I'm not gonna miss out on them games, whatever. But they, you know, the games they're way in the future. You know, with like the little add-on for Uncharted and stuff that's releasing soon or whatever. But I thought everything was all right, man.
I got you, man. Like,
but it was okay.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see where you're coming from with
that. I can't hate on that, man. Like, not at all.
No, like to me with the experience, if they come through, because Sony, they're known for delaying their exclusive titles, or especially this generation. Like over 90% of their exclusive games have been delayed at least one time. Time, and there's a lot that were delayed multiple times. But if they stay true to what they're saying with this experience and some of the games coming out and stuff like that, I'm looking forward to the competition between Xbox and PlayStation, because there'll be games to back it up, and we'll be talking about games. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's
and
not just
resolution and all the other stuff.
Exactly. That's what got me excited. I thought the conference was good. I thought it was good. I mean, I saw the undertone in there and everything, but I saw a lot of games. I mean, we're talking like Yakuza 6, Ni no Kuni 2, which I know is kind of like a niche title, but that actually looks cool. Yeah. That looked pretty fucking good, yo. They showed the Resident Evil 7s. Of course, you got Akuma going to Street Fighter 5. If they really get Street Fighter 5 stabilized and stuff like that, in the future, it'll be looked at as another Street Fighter title, like kind of put on par with the other ones. But they showed games, and that's what I was looking forward to, and that's what they showed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and speaking of Resident Evil 7, someone posted on Twitter that the demo will be on the Xbox Marketplace, I think, next Friday.
Nice.
A new Resident Evil 7 demo.
Nice.
That should look good.
Sony is getting a lot of timed stuff, and I'm not sure if that's. I know it's cheaper in the short term, but I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do throughout the rest of the generation. You notice, like, they get demos first. They'll get like this game first, and then a couple months down the line, then we get it on X1. And I'm not sure if that is the right card to play this generation, especially right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm talking off the top of my head here. Yo, Don, what did you think about the PlayStation experience as a whole?
In general,
yeah.
Since the launch, this is probably the best presentation of the PlayStation. Like this wasn't for like really us, right? This was really for the diehard PlayStation fans. I felt, and it was just kind of that's really what it boils down to. And I think they fulfilled that promise of, you know, showing you something down the road, showing you new things. I think they did a good job, even with the remakes. Like, I'm okay with the remakes, even. So, yeah, I think they did a good job. Now, to me, do I find it? Oh, I'm not the audience, though, right?
See, can I just stop you right there? Like, when people say this is not for us, do you think Sony is back there thinking, well, this conference is for our diehards, and like it's not really for those other people who don't have a PlayStation 4 yet or anything like that? I think it's for everybody, dude. You see what I'm saying?
No,
I think it's to also get other people excited as well, and possibly get them over that fence to buy their hardware.
Well, see, I never owned a PS1, right? So, like, Proper Rapper, that doesn't do anything for me.
Dude, I would love
to.
I would love to see you play that game. I'm just saying.
Crash Bandicoot, that doesn't do anything for me, right? You know, I missed that whole generation with the original PlayStation, right? So, kind of skipped over it. So, for me, you know, those don't appeal to me, right? But people that've been there, like let's just use K Mega for example. He was rocking out with PlayStation 1. He thinks Wipeout was the first, like, you know, he thinks that was first before F-Zero, right? I mean,
that was the holy grail.
yeah. So for that group of people,
can't believe
like,
you said that was made before F-Zero, man. I am.
Yeah,
dude,
I can't believe that either,
I am
but
about
anyways.
to take a train ride over to his house, yo. I swear. But go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
F-Zero come out like 1990 or something.
Yeah, you can't call himself a root gamer anymore with that nonsense. But seriously, I think it's for those people that, you know, to relive those experiences. They, you know, those are good filler for people until their big heavy hitters hit. For me, for PlayStation, I'm gonna wait until the games are coming out, and I'm talking about the big games, like the ones that really interest me. You know, Horizon Zero Dawn. Hoping it's good. That's one. You know, this new version of Uncharted, that may be a second. I'm just waiting for a third that really makes me go, I really want to get that piece of hardware, right? So, it's gonna be a while though. I think it's gonna be a year or two.
Horizon gonna be trash, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
dude,
I watch it.
I don't know.
They make good graphics, but their games, all right.
Well, you can say the same.
I'm just watching. Just see.
But you can say the same thing about Scalebound. You know what I mean? Like, that team is a talented team, but they really haven't made that great game yet, right? But we're rooting for them. That's the same thing I feel about Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, they've not made the best first-person shooter, but, like, you can tell they're on the verge of making something great, right?
Nobody gonna support it.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, they don't have any games, right? They don't have any real first-party exclusives that really, like, they can stand behind yet. So, outside of Uncharted 4, so this is the game. You know, if it's not successful though, like if you are right, oh man, I feel bad for that user base, because then they're gonna have to wait until 2019 to get something for that piece of hardware that really is a standout title. That sucks.
Yeah, dude, that's the one thing. I don't have faith in Sony when it comes to launching their games. And, yo, there's people out there that'd be like, well, yo, you saw this game and you saw that game. It's like, yeah, but when is it coming out, really? And I could just point to The Last Guardian and be like, yo, dude, how many freaking gamer groups out there have waited like 8+ years for a game to drop? All I know is like the Sony fan base. You know what I'm saying? They've waited for that game forever. And
it's a Japanese publisher problem, though. That's going on there.
It's not an 8+ year Japanese fucking publisher problem, dude.
Capcom has the same issues. Konami has the same issues.
Not 8 years.
It is.
Not 8 years.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
yes,
you name me one fucking Capcom game that was 8 years in development that they were talking about for 8 fucking
Konami
years.
And then he backed out because he realized
whatever happened to that game with the dragons.
What game with the? You gotta be a little more specific there, man.
Yeah, what happened to that?
What was
exactly
the
game? That was. I forgot. Yeah, the game. Deep down. When you were like a little.
That was originally developed for the PS3, and then it switched over to the PS4, and now no one sees it, right? So that proves my point. Like, Japanese publishers have
Touché,
a problem.
Touché.
They have a problem. Sony's part of that, right? Like there needs to be some restructuring. I don't know if it's a culture thing. I don't know. Their development process is different, but Japanese publishers are not known to develop games on time since last gen, and it's really hurt them. It's hurt them a lot.
I got you. Yo, big shout out to Chicken Spaghetti. He said that he bought The Last Guardian, and he's gonna let us know, how good it is and stuff like that. And I will say, there's a lot of people in the community, but Chicken is one of those dudes. You talk to him in the party and stuff. Very down to earth guy. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about The Last Guardian, dude. Definitely, man. But who's next? I know I didn't hear from Mega on the whole experience, the experience as a whole. Yo, Mega, what did you think about it? Oh goodness, dude, I gotta restrict you from the sound effects, brother.
Okay, no, let me just break this down. I thought overall for a conference, I thought this was PlayStation's best conference this generation. Yeah. It was lit. It had me absolutely enamored. For the first time this generation, it made me want a PlayStation 4. It did.
Yo, Akuma looks sick in Street Fighter too, by the way.
Yes, but I have Akuma on the PC, so I can't wait for that to come so I can bust ass in that. But Niho had me hyped. Like that. Just bring me a fucking Onimushu. You know what I'm saying? Onimushu, however you want to. Some people I call Onimushu. Just bring that. I just want that. But Niho is
dude. That Neo, man. I gotta tell you, like at first I was like, yeah, whatever. But you know what that looks like to me? That looks like a samurai version of Ninja Gaiden back in his prime.
It does, or like kind of like a dumbed down version of Dark Souls, or what's the PlayStation crossover for? I mean, basically Bloodborne.
Dude, I've heard it enough for like years already.
Yes. But Niho looks absolutely amazing. That's why I'm very happy for Xbox to have Scalebound, because they finally have a hack and slash game. But the show was absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. They gave me that nostalgia feeling of the PlayStation 1, and even just the PlayStation when it was great. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. And for the first time, as I was looking at like 2 games that had me interested with the PlayStation 4, now I'm up to like 6, because the Gravity Rush, as much as I know that it's a Vita port over, that Gravity Rush little added game that looked really good. That was right up the alley that I like. If I'm going to play a single player game, that's the type of game I like to play. Uncharted, like I said, fuck Uncharted. I'm not really worried about Uncharted. But then you had Niho, you had other games that
Yakuza 6, man. Are you
it was another game that start with an N.
That was Neo.
Thinking of
Nino Kuni.
That was Niho. The other game that really had me hyped up was Horizon Zero Dawn. But then I agree with Newark, because you know what they did? They didn't present story. They didn't present narrative.
They haven't really done that too much. Like they did a little narrative
showed
the
game.
time. And
you know what? I'm going to side with Newark on this, Don. I know you're a developer, but I think that you're about to get this L, because for this reason, because they fear that if people understand what the premise of this game is, people are not going to be interested. It looks like it's like a super monster hunter, like an open world monster hunter. That's
dude. Gears 1 was the same way. No one knew what that was about, and then look how that turned out, right?
Mega.
Gears 1.
Yeah, Mega.
Okay.
Gears 1 was like that.
Mega. The game I was talking about is spelled Nier. You got Neo.
Oh, Nier Automata.
Nier. But that's going to be on the Xbox.
I thought you were talking about Nier Automata as well.
That's coming to the Xbox.
I saw that trailer. I was like, yo.
Yeah, but that's coming to Xbox though. Xbox is very smart for getting that game. I will buy that game.
I'm not hyped for that game, man.
Boy,
yeah,
shit.
boy.
I think they showed some of it back at E3.
Shit, I'm getting that motherfucking game. I'm like,
what's up, Remix?
I think they showed some of Nier Automata back at E3, and it looked pretty good, like the bosses and stuff. So
yeah,
definitely something I'm interested in.
If I had to pick between Nier and Neo right now, or Niho, or whatever, however you want to pronounce it.
I get Niho first.
See, Niho actually really impressed me because I got that feeling of when Ninja Gaiden first came out. Again, when Team Ninja took it over. See, to me, it's Ninja Gaiden, but the samurai version. Like just the way that
it's on a mission. That's on a mission.
Yeah,
that's
more like on a mission.
Fuck all y'all then. All right, fuck my whole samurai Gaiden bullshit, everything, yo. All right,
but no. That I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the conference because it made me get back to the old PlayStation roots and made me look at it like, oh shit, I got pixel with some PlayStation dust, and that made me realize that I still have love for PlayStation.
Your inner pony showing too, bro.
Yeah. You know, but you know what? I wasn't going as far as my boy Next Gen, as I'm going to call him his new name. Where he was talking to that shit today, his name is Zabari. Because his ass was talking really crazy. I don't know where he was going, because the one problem with this show was that they showed a lot of games, but they didn't show a lot of dates. And a lot of these games that they're going to show is not going to come out anytime soon. You didn't see anything
from the big ones anyway, man.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see anything from Shenmue. You didn't show anything from Kingdom Hearts 3. You didn't show anything from Final
Fantasy 7 remake.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. And
what happened to Detroit?
Detroit. Well, I know that there's a lot of.
Did they even show God of War? Did they show any God of War?
No, that was the next game I was gonna say. God of War.
Yeah. Well, they did all. They did the Detroit. They did the God of War and everything at E3. So I can see them not doing that. Like the development is so early on those games, except for possibly Detroit. I think Detroit might be a little bit farther along than the other ones. But I think the development is so early with those titles. Like, I'm not looking at, like, a God of War until at least 2018. And I know there's a lot of ponies out there like, what are you talking about, 2017? No, it's at least 2018. Yo, guys, you got to learn to read between the lines. And you got to learn that, you know, Sony has these certain habits, and until they get called out about these habits with the gaming media and the pro Sony people, they are going to continue to do the same things. All right.
Well, they're setting themselves up for disappointments when you're fans like that, and you feel like this is just going to happen because you want it. Don't do that to yourself. Like, you know, reel in your expectations just a little bit so you're not so disappointed, and so you enjoy the product when it does come out. That really goes with any game, to be honest.
Yo, and on cue, Nazif was like, "Shit, we have Detroit coming out next year." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, but do y'all know what Sony? Do y'all know what Sony does though? Like, I'm looking at the PSX 2015, and they showed the same games. They showed Neo. They showed Ace Combat 7. But they show a lot of stuff from.
Yeah, they showed a lot of games that's going to be on the Xbox. Look, I said this on the podcast earlier with Zobi, and you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Zobi, man. He's a really cool dude. And I cannot get right the other guy that I was on there with and with Next Gen. But the fact of it is that Sony is really good at marketing. They lost their way this year because they had some really bad titles, some games that they thought that they were slated to be really hot, but they were broken, like Street Fighter V, No Man's Sky, etc. But they seemed like they got back in form, and that's what Sony is really good at, is giving you filler for when you feeling like you're a little lonely. But the real fact of it is that you're not gonna get these games anytime soon. I mean, look at Persona. Persona is already in fucking Japan, and you guys haven't got Persona yet.
Dude,
they delayed it again.
Dude, the Clouncil was telling me 2014 Persona 5 was supposed to be here, and they were supposed to be enjoying it. Guaranteed. All right? Guaranteed.
What did you call them? The Clouncil?
The Clouncil. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to say there.
Yeah. No, they're you know what I'm saying? Look, that's the one thing about PlayStation diehards is that they want to come on to our podcast, to any of them, and dog out Xbox fans and say, y'all don't have this, y'all don't have that, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you do the same thing with Yoshida? I mean, why don't y'all go to the PlayStation forums and tell them, look, we don't have those certain type of games that we need. And out of all those games that I looked at and that I was very interested in, that I said that a person should invest and buy a PlayStation 4, the fact of it is they're not going to support that game. They're going to support the Call of Duties. That's just an absolute fact.
Nice. I don't know. Anybody else? The general thoughts about the PlayStation experience? Because then we're gonna.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to say it. I'll keep it short and sweet though, because I kind of want to hear what you have to say about Halo. But
we might not even get to that, man. I might have to tell you afterwards. But go ahead, man.
That's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I liked it. I'm gonna give them a B plus. You know, it made me feel like I'm gonna go out and buy a PlayStation. But it's probably gonna be when these games come out within the next couple years. You know, so. Yeah, it was good.
A PlayStation, not no PlayStation Pro. I'm not interested in no Pro.
All right, guys, let's move on real quick. There was kind of like there was something that the ponies out there decided that now Xbox is absolutely done. They're buried. You ever notice every single year Xbox is done and buried for some fucking CGI trailer or something like that? It's getting to be kind of like a tradition. And with the PlayStation experience, I guess the CGI trailer that everybody says is the doom for Xbox is The Last of Us Part 2. It was a good way for them to end the show, but they also did state before it came up, this is very early development. The game is in very early development. And of course, the ponies out on Twitter, man, they just started going ham. They're like, oh yeah, 2018.
You know who was worth?
Go ahead. What,
you know who worse? You know who was worse than the ponies though?
Who?
The old Xbox fanboys who turned pony. It's the worst.
Really? Why? What happened, man? Let me know.
Not to make anybody famous, but they said the Last of Us trailer made today Xbox death date and all kinds of stuff.
See, I don't.
We tweeting people that had the PS4 Pro logo in their name and all kinds of stuff.
I don't understand that because, like I said, it was a CGI trailer from a game that is very early in development. I don't understand why people ignore what the guy says before the fucking trailer goes up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll ignore that whole very early in development, and they're calling, like, 2018, no doubt, and all this shit. They're like, I'm saying, you're not going to see that game until 2020. But, Remiix, I'm going to hit you off again first. What did you think about the Last of Us Part 2 trailer? And do you think this is the death of Xbox?
Nah, it's not the death of Xbox. I mean, yeah, this game, it's Naughty Dog as well. And Naughty Dog is notoriously known for kind of being slower with development and pushing games back a little more. And yeah, I agree. I'd say like first quarter, second quarter, 2020 is my prediction for this game coming out. So,
okay. Was there anything in there that made you excited, or just it's just the fact that they're coming out with a sequel to The Last of Us? I mean, that's what the conclusion I kind of came to. Like, I didn't see anything. Because it wasn't gameplay, it was a CGI. Like I said, it was early development. Was there anything in there that got you excited for this game? Because I'm trying to understand where these people on Twitter are coming from right now.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that it's a second game. I think you might be playing as the girl. I can't remember her name, but so. I mean, yeah, it's just like her playing the guitar and a couple dead people, and Joel walks in. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing to be overly excited about.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. But let's go down the list here. Newark, what did you think about that CGI trailer? And again, is this the death of Xbox? Let me know, man.
Absolutely not. Actually, since July was the rebirth of the Xbox, thanks to Uncle Phil. The trailer, it didn't really tell me much. I played the first one. I'm sure it's going to be a great game. The game won't be out anytime soon. There's nothing Xbox fans or anybody have to worry about.
I got you, man. You were cutting in and out, so I didn't know if you were still talking. Like,
Page out
unfortunately.
of Microsoft. Could you hear me?
All right, you came back. You came back for a second. It's starting to get worse,
All right.
though.
All right. They're taking the page out of Microsoft Playbook. Their creative chatter. Everybody knows The Last of Us 2 was in development, but they had the I guess they want to take the focus away from Xbox success recently. Not saying that's what they were doing, but
no,
they're gonna create some kind of chatter, just to put it out there, like show a little CGI trailer what they do best, that the game is actually coming when we know everybody knows The Last of Us 2 was in development.
Yo, Newark, if you remember, they did the exact same thing in 2013 with Uncharted 4. And when did that come out? That came out, what, 3 years later, right?
Yep.
We're looking at we're like on the verge of 2017 right now. So 3 years from 2017, that's when you're gonna see it. 2020. I'm just trying to use common sense here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You might have hit the nail right on the head, yo.
I don't know.
Very early development. You know what that means?
Yeah, and they didn't claim very early development when they first showed that Uncharted 4 teaser either. They just kind of put it there and let people think what they wanted to think. This point in time, they wanted to say this is in early development. That's why, to me, 2020, Death of Xbox. Yeah, go F your. I'm trying to censor myself right now, but yeah. Yo, Foos, what did you think about the trailer to The Last of Us Part 2, man?
If it's the killer of Xbox got more lives than my kitty cat. But
right?
I don't know. For being a CGI, you don't get to see much, so you didn't really, it didn't really catch my attention other than the fact that it was a big name for PlayStation. So we'll see if they can show me some gameplay. I'll probably look more into it. But right now, it just looks like another CGI trailer that they seem to like to show us.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and don't get it twisted. I'm excited for people who are fans of Last of Us, because now, like, Sony can't turn away, Naughty Dog can't turn away. Like, they put it out there. This is what they're working on. And so for people who are fans of the first game, you're starting to see the development of a franchise, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that love that game, so I am excited for them. I just don't see where this is the last nail in the coffin for Xbox, and this trailer absolutely killed it when it didn't show anything besides it was a teaser. It was just a little teaser, man.
Yep. All they had to say was Last of Us 2, and people went crazy. Just like when they said Knack 2, and everybody was just like, oh!
Just like when Foos talks and the ladies, man, all of a sudden just garments start dropping. It's crazy. It
is. Dude. You should go to Walmart with me. It's nuts.
Dude, I saw some.
So you get cheap ass underwear thrown at you? Yeah, I don't understand.
I was gonna say I've watched videos of certain people at Walmart and stuff like that. Are you sure that's where you want to go to shop from now on?
It's not necessarily where I want to go, but it's always a funny experience. See them ladies with the freaking with their ass out of their shorts, and that's like 2 sizes too small for them. Yeah, it's
fun. I think that's where that Sony dude probably goes to shop. By the way, I'm just saying I think he's got the dress down to go to Walmart with his tight ass t-shirts.
Oh man.
Yo,
maybe you can't help it, man.
Yo, Don, with you being a developer, I just want to let you know you are absolutely invaluable to the panel, and I love hearing kind of like the developer side of things. So, what do you think about the trailer for The Last of Us Part 2? And do you think I'm kind of in the ballpark with that kind of like 2020 release date?
Yeah, that's realistic. I mean, games are in a 3-year development cycle. With Naughty Dog, you're talking 4-year development cycle with their games, right? They just finished Uncharted 4 this year, just before summer, right? So, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that's what would my guess based on their track record. It's not a bad thing. When they bring their games, they bring high-end games for that console. So, I mean, they're able to do that. But as far as the CG trailer, I mean, it's a tease, right? It's all it is. It's simply a tease. We all know that. This is common in the industry. I absolutely can't stand teases. Because what they're doing, so basically what they're doing is they're taking things that are already in development, right? Before they optimize them. So, I create this crazy model, right? And just be honest, you put it into a game engine, it would just burn up any console hardware, right? So I have to optimize it so it can actually properly run on an engine. That takes time. That takes through the development cycle of that game, right? So if I'm creating all these crazy high-end assets, well, it's just easier to put it in 3D Studio Max or Maya and render a scene, right? To give a tease, because I'm already creating stuff anyways, so why not just create a little bit of a CG trailer that can be on there? I don't have to optimize it for hardware, or I can basically take those assets, give it to, let's say, like Blur Studios or something like that, and they'll do it on their own. And that's the reason why they do it, is to build that early hype in regards to that. But the reality is, I absolutely hate it because, I feel like we're in a day age, and I always go back to 360 and PlayStation 3 because I think it's a very pinnacle generation where we would get a lot of teases, but the reality is we want to know what that damn game looked like, right? We just want to know what the game looks like because we want to know what our hardware does, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we're still in that stage. Like, a lot of people are downplaying because of all the resolution stuff that's happened early on in the generation, but the reality is no one has really seen what these boxes can do. I got an idea, right? But no one, the general audience doesn't understand what these things can do, right? They don't understand like subsurface scattering, the way lighting can be done. If tile resources get applied, and both consoles can do it, they just do it in different ways. We're just now starting to see that stuff, right? So for me, I want to see the gameplay. I want to see the thing that really draws me and that I get to interact with. If you give me a CG trailer, I tune it out. And that's with every game. I mean, that happened with Halo 5. Like when they showed the thing with him walking with the poncho, Master Chief.
Yeah.
I can care less because I knew Halo. They were going to make a new Halo, right? I knew that wasn't the game. It gave me a little bit clue what's going on, maybe with the franchise going forward. But at the end of the day, I actually seen that. I rather see when the actual game is ready to go, or and I want to see something that's ready to go that's not downgraded by the time I actually get it too, right? So like the whole Watch Dogs debacle and stuff like that. No one wants to see that. We want to see what we're going to be paying our hard-earned money for.
I got you. It's a very, very good point. I mean, in the end, they did let it be known that that's what they're working on right now. And with you talking, man, this is one of the reasons why I love talking games with you. I do remember when they were talking about The Last of Us Part 2. They were talking about working with a new engine as well, right? And that's when when they said that, when I saw the girl like stretching out her hands before she went to go play the guitar. Now, hold on, Mega. Now, remember when we said that the Uncharted, the DLC, the standalone DLC looked better than the original Uncharted? How come I have a feeling they're using that new engine for that standalone DLC, and that's one of the reasons why it's standalone as well?
Well, I think what's kind of funny is they always do that. Like they're trying to be profitable with their experiments, right? Oh, come on, K-Mega, come on. Take that A button away from that dude. But they try to be profitable. Like when they're creating a new engine, they're experimenting with stuff. Remember when I said earlier that I think they're actually reusing assets that got cut out of the original Uncharted game? Example where to do it. And people always say new engines. Unreal 4 engine is not. I mean, it's different than Unreal 3, but it's not a whole new engine. It just they added a bunch of stuff and stripped a couple things out and modified the earlier variant of that engine and called it a new variant.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So that's how a lot of times these codes work. So I have a feeling it's based on the same Uncharted engine, but obviously they added upgrades, they added changes. The artists learned what they can do with that engine. By the time they released the game, they're like, "Damn it! Only if I did this instead or that." It's all a learning process. So I think it's talented and new engine, but I don't think what you saw in the trailer was even anything indicative to the actual engine of Last of Us 2.
No.
That was just a CG trailer.
Okay.
So whatever.
I got you, man. I got you. As usual, man. Great getting into that conversation with you. I think we have one more person to ask about this. I forget who it is. Yo, Mega, what did you think?
That fell flat again.
Mega, what did you think about the Last of Us 2 trailer? And is this the final nail in the coffin for the Xbox platform, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Don was making me go to sleep. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, I do love Don. I love everybody's insight. I'm just over here. I got a toy to play with it, so I just wanted to mess with it.
I see that.
Yes,
you are worse than O Snaps with the sounds. I'm putting it out there right now. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. So anyway, no, look, it's. If that's the case, if Xbox is dead now, then what the hell was Xbox 3 years ago?
I know.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Xbox dies every time a new game comes out.
Exactly. Every time. And so that should tell you right there that PlayStation is hungry for new IPs or for IPs in general. I know that they showed The Last Guardian, and it did look stimulating. I'll give it that, but it's not going to sell worth jack shit because there's not people that want to be interested in that damn possum. So the thing of it is that look, Last of Us is not going to come out until around 2019 or 2020. By that time, Project Scorpio will already be out. It will have plenty of games in its catalog to show its true power. So the only true factor will be is that in 2019, 2020, the PlayStation 5 will be available for their fan base, and that will be a launch title. You heard it from me.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Wow.
There's the PlayStation 4. Look, and it's hard for me to say, but the Xbox One original and the PlayStation 4 original was pretty much a obsolete bridge way to get to what everybody has been anticipating and waiting for a true to see true generation to see true games hit a different plateau. This was just a just a little gate to get there, just to see games a little bit better.
Oh, you're setting yourself up for disappointment there, K-Mega. It's going to be a slow burn going forward. It's not going to be those huge generational leaps.
No. I agree with that. But I'm saying for right now, when games really don't look that astronomically different compared to the SD going to the HD era, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that's left is games going from the HD to the 4K era. And that's still, it will look different. It will look drastically different. But then it's going to be basically scale and scope of how the games will be in size, not more so for what they look like, graphically. So
I think it would change with the Scorpio, though.
No. It will. You're right.
The Scorpio is going to be the Xbox dev now, so they can utilize that power to do textures and everything on the Scorpio and just downscale on the regular Xbox.
No.
So
they've been doing that already, though.
Right.
I mean, that's games that have been built since last
year.
Yeah,
but the Xbox One is the development kit. When the Scorpio come out, the Scorpio will be the development kit. You get what I'm saying?
Right, and the fact that you got the secret sauce, the true secret sauce, not the Pro, the DirectX 12, that will be implemented all through all these games, and you'll start seeing things that you've never seen before in games. That's the new era of video games. So basically, the PlayStation 4 and the Pro will not be able to utilize that true power because it's the Pro is not a true 4K system. And then the PlayStation Vanilla is not even close to the Pro. So therefore, PlayStation is going to have the PlayStation 5 available when I'm thinking, shit, God of War and The Last of Us 2 will be released. Now, Spider-Man, I think that it's not going to be that big of a title. It will be on the PlayStation Pro. It'll be on the PlayStation 4 Vanilla, and that will be a good game for it. But look, man, this is just where we're at right now. Xbox is gotten their footing. Only thing we have to do is sit and wait and see what they're going to do coming up until leading to E3, and I think that they're going to come with a lot of surprises.
I definitely. Yep. Dude, you just kind of dropped a bomb with like a very smooth way of doing it. You're just like, PlayStation 5, and anyway, like, yo, that is a huge thing to say right now. Is like by 2020, PlayStation 5 will basically, like, I'm not sure if you're saying will be out or they'll at least say that it's coming out at that point in time. But dude, you dropped a bomb tonight, dude.
Thank you.
You may be 1 year off, and they may be 2021.
But they'll at least have the word out in 2020. Like, if that's the case, like, I gotta go with that, man.
There's a reason why so many games has been delayed for the PlayStation 4 this generation. There's something because
they're broke. That. I'm just saying.
No. Well, they financially, I mean, they have money. But let's just look at it from this perspective. Honestly, they have enough money to bring out games. They just went the wrong direction. And for the Pro that they should have brought out at the same time that they was releasing Horizon Zero Dawn and Gran Turismo Sport, it would have been perfect for
Gran
them.
Turismo Sport, it looks like absolute dog shit. I'm sorry, everybody.
You know what? It looked a lot better coming from the HDR side of it. It looked better. You know what? People are still going to buy it because they're in need of a true deep racer from the PlayStation fan base. But the main factor is that look, that they're. Oh wait a fucking minute. Who got the motherfucking shit? Hey, sit there. Anyway, no, I'm just saying that the PlayStation is really going to be in a position to where they have to bring out that system early because they brought out the Pro early. That's all I'm saying.
The next PlayStation, if there is one, everything is going to be on PS Now.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Streaming service.
Hell no.
2021?
No. I said that at first. But I'm wrong.
That's suicide.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? It's about to be 17 like in a month from now, right? Yeah, so that's not too long from now. That's like another console in 2 years. Like that's suicide.
No,
but who knows? We talking about Sony. The same people who released 3 hardwares this fall.
I said that. I said that a couple of months ago, and I got laughed out the building because I said that. But now, after looking at it, after they brought out the Pro so quick, I see that PlayStation is still going to be committed to one more console. I don't think because look, tonight after looking at the show, this was the first time, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me on this, but this was the first time that I've seen the PlayStation streaming as crisp as it was. All the time they have some kind of feedback problems. Shit was bad. This time it was absolutely spotless. I didn't have any problems when I was watching the PlayStation experience this time.
Yo, Newark, you got Nazif triggered a little bit.
Triggered, get him.
Accomplished, because it was.
Newark for the win.
Be pre-show, I wanted to go in today, but I was not. So.
Yeah, well, you're kind of fading in and out again.
I'm not about to chat with it. I got that 56K dial-up. I got that 56K dial-up modem.
He's using that original Dreamcast freaking the 56.
He's sitting outside Walmart using their Wi-Fi.
Oh,
I see. It
shout out
says.
to Too Much Food.
I see it says Nazif deleted. What did he say?
Twice.
He got 2 messages deleted.
I don't know. You gotta talk to O Snaps about that probably.
Okay, we can talk about that after the podcast then.
All right, but
He
guys,
was grabbing people by the pussy in the chat.
Yo, guys, not for anything. Yo, we're going on 8:30 right now, so we went pretty much 2.5 hours. I know time flies, yo. We definitely got to wind the show down. Yo, Remiix, I gotta say it was an absolute pleasure having you on. You pointed a couple things out during this podcast that, like, I didn't even think about, man, and you gave a really good twist on the topics that we were talking about. As usual, we're doing outros. I did put your channel in the description below, your YouTube channel. You are an up-and-coming YouTuber. I do love what you're doing on your channel, but let everybody know where they can find your content, where they can get a hold of you and everything like that, man.
Yeah, well, thanks for the kind words, man, and having me on here. It's a lot of fun. You can find me on Twitter at Remiix Essence, and same thing on YouTube. I do Let's Plays and game impressions with more to come in the future, as well as hit me up on Xbox if you want to play some games. Same thing, Remiix Essence, as you can see on his graphic. So
nice. And dude, just to let you know, man, like I said, we had a blast. Hopefully this isn't the last time you're on here. Yo, you came in. I got to give you a lot of respect, man. You came in on a crazy episode. There was so much that went on before we went live today, like within this past week and stuff like that. And you did a great job, man. Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, well, I anytime, man. I'll come on anytime. You just tell me and I'm there. So
Nice. Yo, Mr. Golden Voice, man, the guy I do not want to go to Walmart with. Yo, Foos.
You better bring your umbrella.
Yo, Foos, man. Yo, let everybody know, what you've been up to, where to find you. Man, you know the deal.
Yeah, well, I think I'm the only Fooskies out there. So if you Google me, you can find everything from the next podcast to
Googled, man. That
to
variety of panties.
My diddlers on diddle. Nah, but for real, hit me up on Twitter, Fooskies. Same with Xbox and YouTube. I'm down to play, talk, whatever.
Nice, man. Yo, NewarkNJ, man, what have you been up to? How can people get a hold of you? You know what we want to hear, man.
Well, Final Fantasy 15 has held me hostage.
So no breakout then, huh? No Halo breakout, nothing like that?
No, I had to at least put some breakout in there. Yeah, of course, breakout all the time. But yeah, the game is amazing. You can find me on Xbox Live, Twitch, YouTube, at NewarkNJ 360. Thinking about doing a little game streaming sometime in the future. I used to, but when you game streaming for like 2 hours and you get like a view here and there, like you just lose confidence. But I'm probably get back into game streaming.
You ever need some people in there with you? Hit me up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but I'm looking to get into some more breakout in the future, and I'm looking forward to some more Halo content that we didn't get a chance to talk.
Halo Reach grenade launcher is coming. It should. I'm saying that it's coming this week. All right, and they have a $10 paid DLC to change the voice of the person talking to you during Warzone. You can actually have Buck, from the Halo 5 story, you can have Buck actually saying all this stuff like boots on the ground instead of that annoying lady, because I am sick of hearing her voice. And a couple other people from the story as well. So there is some stuff coming down the line for Halo, and they said in a couple days, and they said imminent. So I'm thinking this week coming.
Nice.
That's great.
Really nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get that grenade launcher. It's all done, man. Awesome, Newark.
Especially when you have that B button. Some grenades easily. But yeah, I can't wait, man.
Nice. Yo, Don. You just, I mean, fairly recently you had a video drop on Happy Little Polygons. So let everybody know what you're doing with that channel, that content, and of course, where to get a hold of you and stuff, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I dropped off a video on HDR differences between the two major consoles that can do it right now, which are the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One S, and where they're different. And it was kind of a little bit of love letter to HDR, and for both sides to know what to ask for from studios, so you can get more of that content on your favorite platform. People took it as an opportunity to hate on me, so I had to remove the comment section because it got a little brutal, and it got people pretending they're things that are not, and trying to use Wikipedia to try to prove their point on something that had nothing to do with the subject matter, and yeah, it got
welcome to
crazy.
Our world, Don. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it went wrong real quick for no reason at all. So, and I understand like all these people that speak their opinions now. Like, I understand what they go through. Like, I'm actually somewhat grateful for the experience, because when these people are talking about that sort of stuff, like, when people are coming at them for no good reason, you kind of know where they're going from. And to be honest, I do this because I want to get to know the customer. And I never want to, as a developer, put myself on a pedestal that I'm above the audience that I'm trying to sell stuff to, right? And so it's good to have those experiences, what you guys go through. Honestly, some of you guys go through it daily. I don't know how you do it. I actually kind of look up to the people that can really put up with that. But yeah, I did put that content out there. It was requested. Some people follow me on Twitter. Normally I would say, man, it looks so good underneath the video here with everyone's links to their Twitter and everything, but bot got mine wrong. So mine is
oh man.
So mine is TheDon _ KTR, stands for Kiss That Ring. Everyone loves it when I say that when I hop into a party chat. So just one more time, TheDon, Kiss That Ring. And yeah, K-Mega, come on. This is half the time you can. And then you can hit me on Xbox Live. Same thing, but instead of underscore, there's a space there. So
I got you, man. Awesome. Yo, what I did was I pulled from an earlier show, and I forgot that you changed your name on Twitter. So yeah, I'll definitely change that at some point in time.
We'll get some of the YouTube channels on there too.
Dude, I'm 99% there though, man. It only took 2 warnings, and I put most of it there. Yo, you can scream sabotage because I got your name wrong. I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm just gonna give it one of those elementary school grades that needs improvement. And yeah, it's in the right direction.
Oh my goodness, yo, you get a for that, all right. Yo, Mega man, what? Yo, I hope you got that scroll ready for all your appearances. I hope you got the scroll ready, man. All your appearances and stuff like that. But yo, let everybody know what you've been up to, and definitely how they could get a hold of you. Because man, I've seen you on Twitter more and more, and I think you're starting to like being on Twitter as well, right, man?
I do like being on Twitter very much. It's more calm than it is on Facebook when you're in other places where those. You know what? Anyway, no,
you deserve that, man. You
I do. I've been fighting y'all up all day. Anyway, come and check me out on Twitter at KMega405. I'm sorry, at KMega4 on Twitter and on my channel. Come and check me out and sub to my shit because it's legit. At KMega405. Well, no, I'm KMega405. Boy, I tell you, this look is getting me good right now. Anyway, so just come check me out, man. I'm doing that. Hey, my latest thing is that I just whooped the dog shit out of Next Gen 720. But you know what? Let their fans kiss his ass. They know. Just watch the Twitch stream where I was beating the hell and make him cry like a biatch. And so, yeah, just do that, man. I'm going to VGST tomorrow night is going to be lit. I'll just give you a sneak peek about what the show is going to be about, because Crap and Mooch is going in on Next Gen for what he was talking about with Zobi today. And like right now, I'm kind of thinking that Next Gen is kind of collaborating, getting that pony dust on them. So I'm calling them Zibari. And then Z-Bari, and then Crap and Mooch is going to combine this one like fucking Voltron and be Kramooch. So it's going to be Zabari against Kramooch, and me and Tim and Show is going to just enjoy them motherfuckers going at it. It's going to be a great show. Also doing the multiplayer, and last but not least, thanks to our guests. And so go and nominate my boy Remiix for upcoming YouTuber. Man, he is a good dude. I watched some of his content. He's got really good stuff, man. He really does. He really knows what the hell he's doing. And man, support all us YouTubers out there. But yeah, man, go nominate my boy right there, and just support everybody that's on the panel, man. Thank you.
Nice. Thanks, man. Yo, Console Corner, they're doing their award ceremony. You can actually go over to She-Wolf's Twitter. And there's a link right over there that you can get into, and you can actually vote for the different categories. Of course, they have up and coming YouTuber, which Remiix is definitely nominated there. His content is quality. Definitely go check out his channel. Yeah, and I don't think I missed anybody except myself, so I might start going here.
You fucking liar, yo!
Oh, she's back! She's back!
The queen has spoken.
All right,
to the couch.
Yeah, to the couch.
To the couch.
Oh snaps!
The doghouse.
Oh snaps! Well, we're doing our outros. We were very happy with all the thoughtful insight that you put in on this show. We really do appreciate it.
You too.
And we just want to hear your outro and what you've been up to, and like how people can get a hold of you as well.
Well, I don't feel like talking anymore, so.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine, lady.
I
hope
thank you, Queen.
In the kitchen.
Thank you, Queen of Next. And you know what? I want to say this. Just vote for my gameplay, because Xbot sabotaged my shit, because I had it as best game ever, and I showed the best game ever for the nominee. And you know what?
That's why it messed up, because you fucking lied. All right, I got it now.
Just go to my channel.
Handle those L's. I see how it is.
Just go to K-Mega45 channel and see the gameplay for yourself. That's why I have to have a back substitute, because these assholes be fucking with my gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Savages up in this motherfucker.
Dude, just letting you know, you're cutting off snaps now just to go off.
I'm sorry. I love snaps.
Alright, so I gotta go because I have to head out to work. So anyways, huge shout out to Black Tiger for Life, my nephew. He's doing tons and tons of giveaways, so you guys should go follow him on Twitter, because he's doing a new giveaway like every day. So
yeah, I enter them all.
Huh?
I enter them all. I try to.
Nice, me too, except for the ones he involves me in. I'm like, damn, I can't win that. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us tonight, and you guys all have a great night. Later.
Later, Snaps.
Later. I'm waving like she can see me right now.
Snapped.
Oh, I can see you. I can always see you.
Oh, no. I'm scared. Yeah, but guys, this is pretty much the end of the show. I had an absolute blast talking, the VGAs, PlayStation Experience, all that stuff. As usual, every Saturday, I love when this panel comes together. You guys are literally a part of my family, and I appreciate every Saturday that we come together to do this show for everybody in the community. Like I always say,
30th episode next week.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Yeah. But like I was saying, like I say every Saturday, if it wasn't for the community, we wouldn't be doing this right now. It's the support from you guys that gives us the strength to keep coming every Saturday, to keep looking into stuff, to keep trying to bring that common sense back into YouTube gaming. And thank you guys for showing up live, and for the people who can't make it live and who end up watching at a later date. We appreciate all the support here at Next Podcast. guys, it is a Saturday night. Yo, have a great weekend. I believe Game Time is going on with She-Wolf and GKB in about less than an hour from now. I think the Shop Podcast might be over right now. We're having a little situation because my boy PTK Blam doesn't put his clock back because he lives in fucking Arizona. So I'm like, damn, what are we gonna do here? So we kind of overlap our shows. I'm trying to like come up with some type of answer to this whole thing right now. But
maybe a collaboration, like next Blam, like the next Shop.
You enjoy us, you're gonna enjoy him. If you're watching us live, just go check him out later. We all enjoy the views, either live or not. Like seriously, like
and vice versa. Like people who watch the Shop.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yo, I do. I like that. Thank you, Don. But yeah, yo, guys, have a great weekend. Like it's the beginning of the weekend. Yo, go ahead and game a lot. Yo, we have a lot of games here on the Xbox platform. Like
good.
Man, we are eating good. Like I turn on my system and I look at all my pins. I'm like, damn, what am I gonna play today? Like, yo, it's absolutely crazy, yo. But guys, have a great weekend, and we will see you next Saturday for the next podcast. We are out.
Peace.
Hold up.